Okay, so we're live and we're doing some BX Dungeons and Dragons today. We're continuing our 1000 Towers campaign, which is taking place in the world created by the module, the Anonymous Subsurface Environment, which the party has actually discovered, at least in part, and has been exploring, but they are currently in the town of Chelmsfordshire, which is kind of where you started. It's kind of a crappy town, but it's kind of your home base right now, where you're still relatively broke, and you got pretty beat up over the last session. So you guys have been here for about 5 days, resting and recuperating. During that time, drinking, buying drinks, meeting people, and you've picked up a few rumors of things that are going on that you might want to investigate. I guess you guys can talk about that, and also some new people have joined the party. So I'm going to just, I'll go right to left to be different today and have you guys introduce your characters. We'll assume you're in the Muddy Cup drinking or doing whatever you're doing there. And it is the morning and it is a sunny day. So I'm going to start with my right, which is Marcus. Tell us about your character. Character, right? Because you have two characters still, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I still have both of them. So yeah, I'm playing my main character, Grayson. He's a thief. He is a little bit, about average height. He wears the typical leathers that a thief would, darker leathers. He has a hooded cloak. It's typically up, as well as a mask that he likes to don whenever he's out adventuring, keep his appearance hidden. Note, he is incredibly uncharismatic, which is where his partner Tracy comes in. She's a fighter, and she's way more charismatic, way stronger, much smarter. But she typically keeps her mouth shut and lets Grayson think that he is controlling things, is running the show. But yeah, and she's equipped sword, shield, kind of typical fighter getup, short brown hair, and she's also a bit taller than Grayson. They would have just been resting up, I think. Grayson probably would have been doing some gambling, keeping his ear to the ground as well, listening for rumors, which I believe he picked up one over the week.
Nice.
And yeah, so that's basically what they're up to.
Cool. Yeah, so you guys are hanging out there, and Bane, or I should say Tony, tell us about Bane.
Standing outside the tavern that we've quite become accustomed to is a human male that stands about 6'3" and very wide, bull-built, muscled up naturally, as he's wearing these different furs and a piecemeal chain armor that he has under these furs and capes and things that he wears, with this very full, bushy beard and shoulder-length hair that is now more back to his natural, almost unkept appearance in a way. And he's standing there on this morning as he's looking out across. He's holding two mugs again. One mug, he chugs it real quick, and he sets it on the ground ever so lightly. The other one, he stands there and he holds, and he reaches in his pocket. He pulls out this strand of, looks like lint or something, unless somebody got up close enough to really see him. As he holds it up, you can see the silver. It's glowing, and coming off of it is it's another strand of his silver hair that only certain people would know where it come from. He kind of lets out a sniffle as he puts it back in his pocket. He takes this other mug, and he just drops it as it hits the ground, and the ale just spurs out everywhere and flows onto the ground. And he looks back around for the red-headed fighter that is always up front with him, to see where she is and what she is doing this morning. And I am playing Bane Tilmore, human fighter.
Nice. Okay, so Crystal, tell us about your red-headed fighter.
Sitting at the bar with a cheap bottle of ale, probably the cheapest that they have, as she's trying to save money for herself, is this redheaded woman who seems a bit flustered at the moment, having been promised life of riches and glory if she would but chase after this adventuring life of hers is Elizabeth, the veteran. And at the moment, she kind of doesn't know what to do. She's kind of complaining to the bartender. Bartender probably isn't listening that much as she drinks down her bottle. She's heard a rumor, but she had to spend so much gold on that. And she's just flustered. She had to spend that much money in order to get this map that she doesn't even know if it's accurate. This map drawn on a napkin that she's folded up and put in her pocket. Now she just has to hope that her allies would be willing to follow her to this cave and hope that there's something of actual value there.
Cool. What's up with Lucy? Is she still healing? Is that what's happening?
Yeah, Lucy is. She's
Broken foot.
she's still her foot's still broken. She still has about 18 days left for her broken foot. So yeah, she's still recovering there. And actually, I don't think I've subtracted the 5 days that we've rested here. So she has like 14 days left right now. So yeah, she still feels that she's not that much good to the party, but she's trying to save her strength and to join us again. And she's offered to get a crutch or something, but Liz is just like, no, you just stay and you rest up well, and you can join us again when the time comes.
Okay, excellent. And Alexander, so you've got a couple of characters who have come into town and met this party who's probably told you some of their adventures, or maybe not. Maybe they're keeping it a little bit hush-hush. Tell us about your characters.
Well, my first character is Isidore de Clark, and he is a character. He is a cleric of Jage, and he is clean-shaven and wears plate armor that's tinted green. And he carries a holy symbol that is a green arrow pointed upwards. He is sociable but awkward, and he travels with Samantha Dobler, who also has green tinted plate armor with a green upwards arrow on it. And she is a lot more friendly, and she's a halfling, which is important. And yeah, Samantha does most of the talking while conferring with Isidore sometimes. And they are both dead broke. They spent the last of their money getting here because they heard rumors, and then they got here, and now they've got no money. So they're looking for stuff to do.
Nice. I guess as you guys are kind of sitting there contemplating what you're going to do, the bane of my life, who I can never pronounce his name, Athanasius, Carlos.
Yes, Athanasius. Athanasius, you see him. He's got his plate mail armor. He's a fairly tall guy, rather young, but he looks a bit rugged, like he's seen a lot of battles, and he last time he kind of pissed off Cece. So right now he would just be kind of trying to act really nice to everybody. He'd be acting overly nice, so he'd be hanging around, probably trying to talk about anything except for what happened with the poor rabbit. And so he's got short black hair and carries a crossbow, and like I said, his plate mail armor is pretty dinged up and has a lot of damage to it. And that's Athanasius.
Yeah, I mean, CC, probably awkwardly is the entertainment in the bar, so you definitely see her there. there's probably been a lot of pointed songs that have been written about this rabbit slaying incident that happened last time. But you know, for the most part, she's kind of keeping to herself, maybe deciding that the life of an adventurer was not for her. You know, and she'll just take her copper pieces that people toss her at the bar here to do her thing. She's probably thinking that she wishes that she took the necklace from Bane. Okay. So yeah, so you guys are in this bar. It's this is like the bar end where you're staying. It's like it becomes the common room at night where they move all the stuff to the side. You guys have kind of been staying here. Haven't quite established a full like house or whatever for rent, which maybe you can do eventually as you start to get a little more cash coming in. Yeah, you've been here hanging out. So I guess there were some rumors. I don't know if you guys want to discuss those, or if you want to go back to the dungeon. I don't think you do want to go back to the dungeon, right? So
can I just post the rumor in the chat?
Yeah, however you guys
want
want
to do that.
However you guys want to handle it. You
Cool.
Everybody who got a rumor, I gave it to you independently, so you can write whatever you want and keep whatever you want secret. It's up to you. That's your rumor.
As he's doing that, Bane opens the door to step back into the tavern, and he sees a singing girl start a new song, and he just puts his hand up to his head. I've already got a headache. No more of this. And he looks and he motions towards Grayson. He motions towards Liz, and he jerkily jerks his arm for them to come outside of where he's standing, as he totally ignores Athanasius at this point.
Grayson nods, probably picking up on the ignoring of Athanasius. But yeah, Grayson, he'll tell Tracy to kind of hang back and make her listen to the music, and he'll go join you outside.
Liz guzzles down the last of her watered down ale and slams the empty bottle on the counter, and then she'll hastily make her way outside.
I've had enough of that singing from that girl, and Athanasius won't get rid of her, I don't guess. I can't take it right now. I wanted to get with you two, and we need to find somewhere to make some coin. You know, I'm not all about the money, of course, but I think we're getting a little bit low. We need to find something. An old man stopped yesterday and then told me a little story I wanted to tell you about and see what you think. Sounds foolish to me, but he said there's some kind of men that are really cockroaches. They're shaped like some type of bug. I guess we could squash them pretty easy, being cockroaches, of course. But something about they're camping up in those woods up there by Terryfield, and they're trying to catch these humans and halflings and stuff to make slaves out of them. But evidently, one of the blacksmiths went up there and stopped one of them from kidnapping a kid and killed one of them. So evidently, they've seen what they look like. But he said he found a bunch of gold in its stomach. But I don't know what y'all think about it. It sounds silly to me, but I guess we could go look at that. But what do y'all want to do? We need some money.
Grayson kind of scratches his scruffy face and says, "That doesn't sound too bad. I heard a story myself, actually, about some goblins down by the Kale River. Apparently, the Unyielding Fist, who you might have heard of, they're paying 6 gold pieces for a goblin head. So, if there's a group of them, we might be able to collect a few of the heads and multiply that reward a bit. Plus, the Kale River sounds quite delicious and nutritious."
That's some of that green stuff, ain't it? It's no meat.
Yeah, no meat, just some vegetables. Probably a river of vegetables.
What about you, Red? What do you think?
First of all, let me get this straight. The cockroaches are kidnapping kids and trying to get them into slavery, trying to force them into slavery. Or was the cockroaches thing completely different from the slavery thing that you were talking about, Bane?
You broke up real bad for me, Crystal. I didn't get everything you said.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to understand. You said that there were some cockroaches, and then you said something about child kidnap. Are those two different rumors?
Oh no, it's all the same. Evidently, these cockroach men are kidnapping people and making slaves out of them. It's all the same.
Huh. Cockroach men. I don't know. Kind of against a creature like that sounds like the kind of thing that would make you turn on your friend. The goblin thing sounds interesting, but I heard a rumor myself, and I paid a pretty copper for it, so I'm really hoping it pays off. I received a map from a gentleman in the bar who said that he found a cave full of treasure.
Why did he get it then?
Well, he said. Well, actually, he said that there was an altar there, and that there were stairs down at the bottom, and he found a little bit of treasure there. He said that he thought there probably was more down at the bottom of those stairs, but he was too afraid to go down the stairs and look at it.
Bane stops and he leans back and he lets out this roaring laughter as he looks towards Grace and he goes, I think the man made good money off Red. What do you think?
Yeah, it kind of sounds like she got sold a bunk rumor, but then again, who knows, you know?
Well, I made it clear that I had less arrows in my quiver for a particular reason, and that if this didn't pan out, I would have even less. I don't think he was lying to me.
But just make sure he's running away when you shoot at him.
Of course. What other way is there to do it?
Well, it don't matter. We can try to go do all these things if you want to. We'll just start at the closest one, I guess. But I was going to ask you, Red. I noticed that there's been a little halfling and one of them preacher boys hanging around you in there. Something about I heard they needed money or something. You think they're trustworthy enough to go with us?
Yeah.
A tiny nearby voice says, "Yes, they are."
Yeah, they've been keeping me company over at the bar for the past few days. They sound like they were about in the predicament we were in when we first arrived in town. You know what I mean? I reckon that they can make useful body shields if nothing else.
Yeah, wearing that plate armor they wear, I think, that's a good idea. And I guess we better go round up Singing Girl and Athanasius and see if he can control her.
Wait, is she still hanging around? I thought for sure she would be gone after that whole rabbit incident.
Grayson just groans very loud and very slowly.
He keeps promising he's going to buy her a bigger one.
Well, let's hope that we get the gold that he can do that with then. If that's his objective.
Maybe he'll buy her one of those rabbit farms and she can just retire to it. You know, they breed pretty fast. You can make a lot of money doing that.
Yeah, just got to give him a few carrots. It should be fine.
That's actually bad for them.
Where did you come from?
I've been standing right here behind this barrel the whole time.
Oh, well then you've heard that we think you can come along with us.
Yeah, I'll go get Isidore. And then the halfling scampers off and comes back with Isidore, who looks a bit more sheepish.
Well, at least that little halfling's a sneaky little rascal, isn't he?
Yeah, maybe send him a little bit ahead of the party.
Athanasius, come on!
I'm going to say I haven't been in my armor, so I'm going to go don my armor before we leave. I mean, I was in
grab
town,
Tracy.
so I didn't have any reason to be in my armor. Oh, and before we leave town, if I can, I'd like to buy a hand axe.
Yeah, there should be a hand axe. Be just regular price. What do you think is? Give me a check how much it costs. You were saying something, Carlos? No? Did I miss you?
I was just saying that Athanasius would gather his belongings and and try to catch up with the group.
Okay. Yeah, it definitely seems like Cece's not coming, at least not for now. So, hand axe is 4 gold pieces.
Well, I'll leave her a flower, and hopefully she doesn't talk too much crap about me. So I would and catch up, and I would say to Bane, you know what I heard at the tavern?
What did you hear besides that singing voice?
Well, have you noticed lately the last few drinks I had there tasted a bit watered down, and I overheard some talking. Seems like there's been no deliveries. Their man Amos never made any deliveries, and the old man Blake in the tavern is worried even though he doesn't drink. So it seems like something may have happened.
Isn't rescuing a caravan how we got into this whole situation in the first place?
That is true. Very good point. That was probably Amos.
But then again, now let's think about this. And Bane, I know you're a dwarf, so you need to think harder than us. If we're rescuing,
what do you mean I ain't no damn dwarf. I'm 6'3".
Oh, he's not. Sorry, you kind of looked a little dwarfish to me. I guess it was all the hair. But think about this now. This cart that needs to be rescued is full of alcohol. Now, that is an interesting proposition in and of itself.
Wine and ale.
You had me at wine.
Y'all just, you know me. I don't study those books and read them much. I just go by what's up here in these wits of mine. Y'all just decide where we're going. It don't matter. We just need to go get some money somehow.
Not a whole lot to go by there, then. Yeah, let's go after the alcohol. That sounds. I mean, hey, if nothing else, we can at least get drunk, right?
Watch that halfling, though. I hear they drink a lot.
Samantha laughs and says, a lot for our size, but not a lot compared to you.
Well, some days that's true.
Yeah, I like the idea of maybe rescuing some of this alcohol. I think the money might be secondary for me if that's the case.
That sounds good. Athanasius, you can sell those casks of drink and buy that girl a rabbit farm.
Maybe that'll get her to join us again. I liked her songs until they were about me.
Or you might could convince her to have a drink with you, do whatever it is you plan to do with her, and then we could just get rid of her.
Bane looks towards Grayson when you say get rid of her.
I'm not gonna shoot her in the back. Just saying, she's loud with all of her songs and stuff, pronouncing our presence everywhere we go.
Well, maybe you can teach the girl to throw a dagger.
Maybe I could just hear one last song.
Okay.
Maybe you can, yeah, I guess we'll do the alcohol thing then.
Okay. In what way?
So where did this caravan go missing, Athanasius?
Well, supposed to come to the tavern. I'm not sure where this man Amos is from, but probably find out at the tavern, or maybe just go on the main route, the main trade route, heading outward.
What's the name of the town to the west of here or whatever?
To the west, you go out into the woods, which is where the mountain is. It's kind of, it'd be pretty far to get to the next town to the west. Like you wouldn't. It's out of.
The closest town. I thought it was to the west, but it might be.
The closest town is to the east. That is.
East.
that is Retinus, which is that kind of fancy farming town with kind of like it's a very well off farming community, and it is also a place where like a lot of the rich people from the city of Dietrich go to. They have like summer homes and stuff there, like weekend homes.
Okay. So the closest town to here is Wetness. So is that where it would have been traveling from? I mean, did you get any information?
That's probably the most likely, I would say. Yeah.
I mean, do we need to speak to the bartender first?
I think that would be a good idea.
Yeah.
Old man Blakely.
All right. Next time, remember to get the basic information, Athanasius.
He was listening to the song, girl.
Well, I told you just what I heard, what I overheard. I didn't get everything clear, but one thing's for sure, old man Blakely's shitting in his pants. He's worried.
You smelled it?
People are starting to notice that the drinks are watered down.
They're probably starting to notice the smell too.
Yeah, I can tell you that they're definitely watered down more than usual.
No wonder I poured that one mug out this morning.
All right, well, let's head over to old man Blakely then and see what he has to say.
Let's go.
You want to go into the bar and see? Yeah, so you've seen this guy around. He's not the bartender. He's an old, philosopher, let's say. And he sometimes frequents the bar because there's not really much else to do in town if you're not sitting in your home or doing farming.
Oh, okay. He seemed so important. I thought he was the tavern keep.
No, I mean, he definitely seems like he has more money than most people around here. And he probably sticks out pretty much because he's so different. He's kind of old and he's very like well dressed considering, because remember that you're in kind of a dirt farmer town. So, there's not too many philosophers that hang out in dirt farmer town. So he looks a little different for sure.
So when we see him in my heavily armored state, of course, I'm just going to head over to him and I'm going to say, Mr. Blakely, with my hand up. And I'm going to say, how's the weather treating you?
So you approach his table and he's got it's the morning. So he has like a cup of some kind of hot beverage, like tea or something. And he seems to be reading from a scroll. When you approach him, he looks up, kind of slowly, and he kind of squints at you and he says, "Oh, the weather's been fine. They say it'll be a good season for the crops."
Oh, let's hope so. Don't want the villagers to starve, right? Mind if I pull up a chair next to you?
Gestures for you to sit down.
I'll sit down next to him. And then I'll get kind of low and I'll say in a smaller voice, I've heard you've had problems with shipments recently.
Looks around. He says, "Shipments?"
Yeah, well, let's just say that I ordered myself ale this morning and had a bit more water than I'm accustomed to.
Let's see.
Yep.
Yeah, well, when the bar needs to make more money, doesn't have the resources, they oftentimes water down the beverages. This is not uncommon, especially in a town like this.
Well, that's true. That's true. But if certain products weren't making their way to said tavern, they might also would have to water down their beverages.
Yes. The shipment has been very late for the tavern. Amos is normally very studious. Do you know him?
I've heard the name from a friend of mine. Where does he deliver from?
Well, he comes from the north, from Lewisburg, I believe, somewhere between Lewisburg and here, technically, is where he lives. But he gets to Lewisburg to pick up the supplies that are needed for the tavern, and then if you need anything extra, sometimes he could pick things up for you. He was a very good soul like that. Very good, very good. Nice young man.
How late do you would you say that these shipments are?
Well, I mean, I thought he would be here by this week for sure. It's a good day today. Probably 3 or 4 days. Is a lot.
Yeah, that is a pretty long time.
Grain gets moldy.
Yeah, I'll kind of look at my friends, see if they have any questions.
Was everybody all just gathered around? He looks up at you. He just notices now there's a group of people standing there. You realize that food, over time, spoils, but wine gets better.
Unless you leave it out in the sun.
That's right.
Grayson stares off into the distance, not saying anything.
So is this why they're turning the wine into water behind the bar?
Well, I can't speak of that. What do you mean? Because there was a stone? Now I'm confused.
No, I've been confused since Red started talking.
Yes.
Well, I am a woman, so and I'm used to that happening.
You remind me of my 5th wife.
But you've only been married 4 times? Well, I think I've taken up enough of your time, Mr. Blakely. Thank you for your company.
Yes, if you see Amos, let him know that I'm waiting on him.
On your what? You keep breaking up, Daniel.
We'll let you know when we find.
On my.
On your. Got it.
Exactly.
I'm going to get up and I'm going to make my way back over to the barkeep.
Okay. Yeah, he goes back to reading.
And when I'm going to sit down at the bar and wait on the barkeep to get to me.
Yep, he comes up. She's like, that was fast.
What was the drinking?
Come on, you're gone for a couple of days.
Yeah. We came back because an associate of mine was telling me that the shipments have been kind of late, and it kind of worries me.
Yes, I'm worried too. Amos hasn't showed up with the shipment, and we're running low on fruits and vegetables.
Well, a group of heavily armored adventurers, they might get help with that kind of situation for, or the right price, of course.
I see.
Who would a group of heavily armored adventurers have to talk to about that kind of thing?
Well, if you were to retrieve the goods for me, I could give you, a portion.
A portion?
Kind of a portion.
A large portion. She winks at you.
Ah, very good.
All right. So, a large portion.
I don't know about you, but getting paid in food sounds good. Samantha says.
Yes, there will be food, and also there should be some wine and ale. I think 7 casks, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh.
How will we know what Amos looks like?
Ah, he is a tall man with a goatee. And a large scar across his right eye.
Not many like that.
No.
All right.
He wears very loud clothing for some reason as well. And he'll hopefully be on a cart. I hope that the Motars haven't got him. Vicious creatures.
Motars.
They're not that vicious.
Yeah.
Yes, they've been known to raid caravans.
Wow. We can take care of a few Motars for you.
Well, that would be fantastic. You know that there was a caravan raided not 2.5 weeks ago, and Motar shot Jerry in the back with an arrow.
No. Who would ever do something like that?
Really, it's unusual. They don't usually use bows.
Tell you, those fucking cat people, you can just never tell with them.
Yes.
Vane looks towards Grayson and he whispers towards Grayson, she don't look that much like one of them.
Yeah, I don't know what she's talking about.
Well, we'll see. We'll check on Amos for you as a friendly gesture, and hopefully we can get him back on his normal routes for you.
Well, that would be fantastic, and you will be celebrated throughout the Muddy Cup.
Wow, sounds like a great deal.
Quick geography question, Daniel. Is this Kale River? Is it like up north, like we were going to also?
So the Kale River is actually it's east-ish. So essentially, you'd have to go northeast to get to the next town if you were to stay on the roads. But if you went off the roads and headed or went up and down, it's basically almost directly east from you. The town where he's coming from is to the northeast, but technically the trail, because it's a road, it goes almost directly north and it cuts over as it gets closer.
So it'd be some adjacent to it in a way then, okay.
No. I mean, it would be far away.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
one is to the east, but the other one is to the north. I mean, it'd be, hold on, let me count my squares here. You're talking about, I mean, it's not that far. You're talking about like 10 miles, which is like a day's journey, roughly. You could get to the next town in a day, or you could get to this place in a day, but not to both of them. Because one is like this, and the other one is like this. If that makes sense.
Yeah, Bane would tell Grayson then, well, you know that river I think's up there somewhere, kind of where we're headed. I don't know, a couple of days, maybe more, but maybe we can try to do both of these and get some goblin heads to bring back too.
Yeah, Grayson will slowly nod his head and he'll look up and he'll say, "Yeah, I think that's a great idea. Killing 2 birds with 1 stone, as they say."
Yeah, you could totally do it. Did you want to go looking for the wagon first, or do you want to go to the river first?
I would think the wagon if everybody else is.
Well, you know what they say, fruits go bad and goblin heads don't, so maybe we go get the wagon?
Never heard that expression before, but it makes sense to me.
Ah, well, I am from far away. Maybe your expressions are different.
Sounds like a great idea.
Cool. All right, so you're going to head in that direction. Let me just have my pile of rumors. Let me put away the ones you're not going to follow. All right, yeah, I mean, you know the road that he would be taking, so you can easily... do you want to take Betsy with you?
That's our little horse.
Yeah, I don't think there should really be any reason to do that, personally. Again, it all depends on what you guys want to do.
I say we go on foot. We don't need, at least Singing Girl ain't going, so she won't give us away. And I say we leave the horse here too.
Sounds like a good idea. Yeah, we can let Betsy rest. She deserves a rest for a
Yes,
few more days.
7, 8, 7. So it's Lewisburg is about 16, 17 miles away, but you're on a road, so it's about a full day to get to the town. So you would, in theory, encounter him between the town and here. Meaning that if you walked all the way to the town and you didn't see him, then he's not on the road. Because you can literally walk up the entire road. It should take you about a day. So, although some of you are in plate armor, so it's going to be like the whole day. But
how's the weather right now?
It's a nice sunny day.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, it's actually.
So we don't have to worry about rain or something.
No, actually, the weather's very nice.
Cool.
Surprisingly nice. Okay. Okay, let me open up my little chart here. All right, so you guys are traveling. I guess because I don't, Alexander, since you're the newest, you can roll a d6.
I got a 2.
2, fantastic.
I don't know what that means, but we got a 2. I have no idea what I'm rolling.
Yeah,
that's probably good, actually.
That's the dragon coming down to get you.
It's how many dragons attack us? Well, that's good.
Yeah, only 2, so it's not too bad.
We'll survive a full round before we die.
Or 2 flux worth of flumps.
Okay. So let's see. You are on. Oh, I opened the wrong one. I'm sorry. You're traveling on a road.
Flumps are peaceful, non-aggressive creatures.
You've never played in one of Daniel's games.
Ah!
Whoa.
Funny how when you attack things, they attack you back. It's strange. Okay, so you're on a road, and you rolled a 2. Cool. All right, yeah. So you're traveling along the road. You guys are. I guess maybe we should do like a marching order. You can. We'll do a 2x2 marching order, and then if you guys get an arrow, we can deal with that. So I'm assuming you're not going to spread out further than that. Who is leading the way?
No, Liz will be up front, as always.
Who's next to her?
Samantha will walk next to her and chatter and chatter and chatter.
Perfect. Okay. How about second rank?
Bane will be in second for sure.
Yeah, Tracy will be up there, I guess.
Okay, third rank.
I'll take up the rear and
I think there's going to be 4 ranks total, right? So you want to be all the ways in the back, or you want to be in third rank? Athanasius.
Athanasius, he'll be all the way in the back.
Okay.
Isidore will be in the third rank then.
2 seconds. This door there, and there should be one more person, right? Or am I wrong?
Tracy?
No, Grayson. Right?
Yeah, I'm sorry, Grayson.
So Liz, Samantha, Bane, Tracy, Isidore, Grayson, Athanasius. Keep taking up the rear. Perfect. Yes, you guys are wandering down the road, kind of keeping an eye open. Oh, I have the wrong one. Kind of keeping an eye open for anything that might happen. And you see Samantha / Liz, because you're in the front.
A big bag of gold.
Yes, you do. Just off the trail, because actually you're walking like along this trail, and there's bushes and stuff. It's kind of in the wilds, and you spy that there's a whole area of bushes where they're like pushed in or missing. So you're like, something's going on here. So you kind of approach it slowly. And you can see that there's actually just off the road, crushed down into the bushes, you see a wagon, and it is overturned. You're about 6 miles from the city.
Samantha grabs at Liz and says, Look, the wagon! I found it!
Liz will pull her sword and she'll signal to the rest, like with her shield on her hand. She'll signal to them to move up, and she'll place her shield up in front of her and say, Samantha, keep on my rear. And she'll begin to move forward towards the wagon.
Okay, so yeah, so you're moving towards the wagon. You can see that it's basically on its side now. It looks like a wagon that may have been pulled by, it's a big wagon. It's not like a one that a person would pull. So you don't see any animals, but you do see at the front of the wagon like rope, and you actually see tracks, like a horse or mule or something, tracks heading off towards the north. So following the road north. Even though the wagon actually was heading south, you can tell that by the way it's sitting in the road. You do see that there's lots of several crates. Some of them are busted open with food. Some are not. And you see some kind of bushels of wheat. You also see 4 casks sitting on the ground that look like they're in one piece, that they're not broken up.
Okay. Does the food smell as if it has gone bad or anything, or does it look rotten?
No, not from where you're standing. I'm putting you about 40 feet away right now, where we can kind of point that out. So you don't smell anything, and it doesn't look rotten from what you can see. You're pretty far away from it.
At us first, of Liz first showing us the wagon and stuff, Bane's going to step back in rank to where Grayson is, and he's going to, maybe you should do a little bit of that sneaking around there in case there's some kind of ambush. What do you think?
Yeah, that might be helpful. I'll go on ahead.
What about you? What about you, Halfling? Can you do some sneaking around as well?
Samantha gestures at her armor and says, "Not really." Isidore will point out, if there is an ambush, I don't know what sneaking will do to help us. They already would know we're here. I could throw a rock and hit the cart.
Well, go ahead, throw a rock and hit the cart. Make sure there are no spiders in there.
Oh, okay, I will do that. And Isidore will pick up a rock and throw it at the cart.
Okay. All right, make an attack roll.
I will.
Why not? Oh my god.
I got a 12. And
12. That should be fine.
I have no modifier to my missile attack rolls.
That'll hit though. You're fine there. So you hit the cart. Back. The rock bounces off and lands on the ground. Probably at that point, Grayson looks back like.
Yeah, he's kind of looking around like, what?
Are you?
Bane looks towards Isidore and he goes, "Why?" And of course he yells it out. "Why are you making all that extra noise?"
Well, they said throw a rock, and I do.
You're about got as much intelligence as that Red.
Red seems like a very wise woman, so I take this as a compliment.
Yes, take it.
So you approach the cart, Grayson. Get 20 feet, 15 feet, 10 feet. You start getting closer. You can see going off into the bushes. Actually, you actually see a collapsed area where it looks like something went off away from the cart. And you see some of the leaves look like they have something shiny on them at first, and you're looking like maybe they're wet, and it looks like it might be blood.
Human blood?
Do you want to taste it?
Yes, it's on the tip of my dagger, and I'll taste it.
Yeah, it seems like it might be human blood.
Yep, I'll spit. No, I'll kind of whisper loudly back, "It's human blood."
Yeah, and you can see from up there at the bushes where you are now that like some of the bushes got like crunched over so that to like make a path, but then it only goes like maybe 15, 20 feet, and then it actually goes onto an actual like trail. Like you can actually see a trail there.
Isidore is going to reply, "How do you know it is human and not like a horse or a duck or maybe a dog?"
Must not be the first time you've tasted human blood.
Well, you've never, got in a fight and tasted your own blood from a split lip or a bloody nose. Come on.
I have both tasted that and eaten a cow right after killing it. Blood tastes same to me.
There's a subtle difference, I imagine.
Never partaken of human flesh after some kind of weird ritual that I assume that our thief friend is in?
No. I've never
That's
eaten
why they're-
human flesh.
While they're talking about all this blood, Bane is hearing earlier about the Mokhtars. I want to walk up and just since we found those tracks before, did we notice any Mokhtar tracks?
On the road?
No, up by the wagon. Up actually by the wagon and leading off.
Try to roll under your wisdom with the 3d6.
Oh no, my wisdom's pretty good. It's my intelligence is bad. Ooh, 1 under 9 out of 10.
Nice. Okay. Yeah. It's pretty overgrown there, so it's hard to say because like a lot of the bushes are torn up, but you don't think so. It doesn't look like there's anything that looks like a paw. What you actually see looks more like you would identify more as like boot prints, but it's hard to say exactly how many or whatever. But
Now look at this, Grayson. I don't see those Mokhtar prints. Maybe this was some of those bandit boys.
Let me look at that, and I'll check it out, and I'll say, yeah, I think you might be right. I think you might be onto some bandits here. Should probably stay sharp.
I'd like to make my way over to you said that there were some caskets.
there are some casks, which would probably be the wine and stuff.
Okay. Can I open those, or are they closed up?
You'd have to tap them. I mean, they put a tap on the side. They're sealed. I mean, you could open it.
Right.
What are you
like
doing,
those
girl?
Big barrels.
We gotta take them back the way we found them. If we drink out of them, we won't get our money.
And just checking them to make sure they're still sealed. Are they still sealed?
They look to be. Roll a d6 for me.
5.
Okay, you are not surprised, which is good.
I'm not surprised that they're all sealed. That's good.
Yep, you are not surprised. You're not going to be surprised by what it is either.
Oh, here we go. Here we go, stone guys. People are about to be turned into stone.
It's phase spiders.
Face spiders. Nope, not face spiders. But indeed, there is coming down from the trees one, big old spider.
One spider lands on Bane, kills him.
6 foot long, colored black with the red hourglass mark on its abdomen. So it's dropping down out of the tree onto Liz, although you're not surprised. So go ahead and, since you're being attacked, you can roll initiative for the party.
Okay.
So it's group initiative. So you roll a d6 versus the spider's
5.
d6. It got a 4. Okay, you're going to go first. The spider is dropping down on you. Oh, interesting. Okay, so yeah, there's a spider dropping down. You all see it dropping down. You can all attack if you want. So does anybody want to move?
You said it's dropping down right on top of me, right? All right. I had made clear that I'd gotten my sword out while we were approaching the wagon.
Yep.
So I already have my sword out.
Yeah,
I'll
you have a
just
sword.
attack it when I can.
Okay. So the way this works, Alexander, since this is your first time, everything's done in phases. So first, anybody who wants to move moves. So if you plan on moving, then this is the time to do it.
Well, I guess Isidore will walk next to the spider.
Okay.
And Samantha will not walk next to the spider. She will just take out her bow.
Perfect. You can do that. How about anybody else moving?
I think Tracy and Grayson just want to attack if they're in range. Otherwise, they'll move.
Yeah, I mean, I'm assuming you all walked up there unless you said you didn't. Right? Everybody's near the spider. Everybody's close enough, I think, to attack it if you want. Okay. So does anybody want to do a missile attack or a spell?
Well, Samantha is going to shoot her bow.
Okay, you can do that. So roll a d20.
I got a 13.
Okay.
And I have 1 missile attack roll because of my dex.
Okay, so it's a 14.
Okay, and my THAC0 is 19. So I think I hit AC 5, right?
That's correct.
Yeah, I read the rules. I kind of understood them.
6. So you hit it. So roll damage for an arrow.
Okay, and I don't add anything. I just roll the damage, right?
That's correct. There's no damage bonus. You should have a magic bow or something.
I rolled a 4.
Oh, that's good. All right, let me roll 2 points.
All right, how many spiders did I kill?
None yet, but you're getting there. Okay, so the 1 hour 6 into the spider. So we'll do melee. I'm just gonna have Liz go first, and you're right under it.
Okay. I hit armor class 11. I mean 8.
8 does not hit.
Okay.
Okay, I'm just gonna Athanasius because I can see you there. Unless someone wants to jump and go out of order. You can.
Well, Athanasius was going to shoot his crossbow.
Oh, okay. Well, you would have already done that. So go ahead and do it.
Yeah, Daniel. Also, I wanted to do missile too for Bane. Whenever you.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought I asked for missiles.
You did.
I did, and then I didn't hear anybody else. Okay, sorry. So my fault. So go ahead, crossbows. Athanasius.
I got a 16, which will hit a 3.
That hits. Roll some damage.
Oh wait, let me see. Crossbow is
D6. No, it's D8 actually. I think.
D8. Oh, okay. That's gonna be total 7.
Oh wow, nice. And Bane, sorry, go.
Yeah, he was bending down looking into those tracks with Grayson, and he had his shield and a hand axe. So as soon as he sees his spider drop down, he's just going to turn and throw that hand axe at him. And he misses very badly.
Okay. All right, hand axe goes flying past. Okay, then that melee attack happened. So then, what about Isidore?
Isidore, are there critical hits in this game?
No.
Then I hit AC -1.
Nice. I mean, 20 always hits, but it's not like it doesn't do anything extra. So roll some damage.
I got 2.
2. Nice. All right, you guys beating the spider up. So I'm not feeling it. Let's see. And now we've got Grayson and Tracy.
Okay. Yep. Both going to do their attacks. So we'll start with Grayson. And no, he misses quite poorly. And let's see. Tracy hits an AC. Where am I? Nah, AC 9.
Okay, so that does not hit. Okay, so it's still up. I'm going to roll its morale because it took a lot of damage. Nope, it's not going to run. So it's going to attack one of the people that did a melee attack, which would be 1, 2, 3, 4 of you. So I'll roll a d4. See, because you're all kind of in range. It doesn't know who it wants to attack yet. Number 4, so that's Athanasius. No, Athanasius used a bow, right? That's Grayson. All right, Grayson. The spider is biting at you.
Not good.
Yeah, it's like it only gets one attack though. 2, which you rolled a 1, so it does not hit. It terribly misses. So next round, roll initiative, Crystal. Got 2.
3.
All right, you guys can go first. Missiles. Anybody moving, first of all. I'm not thinking you're going to move, but if you want to. No? Missiles.
Samantha will shoot her her short bow again.
Okay. You can shoot. I'm thinking because this thing's up in the air, you're not going to have any problem shooting at it because it's still above you guys. So no negative or anything for shooting. So, although actually you're probably within short range. I just realized that with the bow, so you get a +1.
Oh.
And the crossbows as well.
Well, instead of hitting last time, I would have hit.
No, you did hit.
I know. I said instead of hitting, I would have hit. It was a joke. Okay, so I rolled a 15.
It was a good
I
one.
have 1 from missile attacks and 1 because I'm close. Total of a 17. My THAC0 was 19, so I had AC 2.
Definitely hits. Yep. Give me some bow damage.
I can do math. A bow is a d6. Oh, I rolled a 2 again.
Okay, 2. Also, I was wrong. The crossbow does a d6 as well. So when you shoot your crossbow, realize that. Athanasius.
Yeah, Athanasius, he's going to lift up. He's going to try to hit. He's going to try to hit with a total of 9 there.
That does not hit.
Oh.
Okay. And finally, Bane.
He, it losing his hand axe and knowing he's going to have to go search for it in a minute, he pulls out his longsword and he sees all the party members engaged around his spider. So he turns back to look towards this trail that him and Grayson had just found. And he's just going to sit there and inspect this trail and make sure nothing else comes after him while they're fighting that spider.
Okay, nice. Okay, so melee, Isidore.
I'm sorry, who's going first for melee?
Isidore.
I forgot.
I'm just going left to right now, just so it's easier.
13, and I have no bonuses to hit. It's
13.
AC 6.
That will hit.
Oh boy.
Hmm.
For 3 damage. Hooray.
Nice. All right, just making sure crossbows fire around us. All right, so 3 damage. It is still up.
Liz right now, for some reason, is just frantically swinging through the air and missing everything.
I mean, it's a giant spider, so maybe you're a little bit freaked out by it. Let's see. I think she's with Liz. Being okay now. Tracy / Grayson.
All right. Both going to attack. I guess the same one they were. Let's see. Grayson rolls a 3, or misses poorly rather. Tracy, same thing. AC 9 again.
Okay, no, those don't hit. All right, so it's gonna bite out. Again, you're all kind of coming at it, so it's just gonna like randomly attack. Number 3. So that's 1, 2, 3. So it goes after Isidore this time. The giant spider tries to bite down on you. It misses terribly. 7. Okay, probably the last round. Initiative, Crystal. 3 for the spider.
It's a 1 for us.
Oh, okay, it's going to go first. All right, so it's going to. Okay, now it's going to have to list 13. I don't think that's going to hit you. 13 hits AC 4, so that does not hit you. So the spider tries to bite down on you and also misses. So any missiles? Nobody's moving, right?
Samantha will shoot her bow again.
Okay, go.
Short range is 14. It's AC 5.
That hits.
Excellent. And it can take 2 more damage.
That's enough to kill it.
Really? Oh man, I feel so puny dealing 2 damage.
The giant spider gets shot through with your 3rd arrow, and that's enough to drop it. It falls down. Probably everybody steps back as the thing falls, collapses onto itself, and black ichor, pours out from it.
I have 2 questions now.
Shoot.
Can I retrieve my arrows?
You can retrieve 1/2 of your arrow shot, rounded down.
Okay, so I can get 1 of my arrows back. And my other question is, I'm reading over the combat rules again,
Mhm.
and there's a star next to weapons that are 2-handed,
Yep.
but there's not a star next to a short bow. Can I have a shield and a short bow at the same time?
You can carry a shield and a short bow, but you can't use the bow.
Ah, okay, that makes
Right.
sense.
Yeah. So yeah, you wouldn't be able to. So if you wanted to do that and then drop the shield or whatever when you want to do it, but that would be a turn to drop the shield. There is some advantage to doing that because if you get surprised, you'll have a shield when you. Although if you're, no, you're not going to do that. I'm not sure why they do it that way, but yeah, you wouldn't be able to have a shield and a short bow.
Samantha hasn't noticed that the spiders are dead, and she's still screaming bloody murder and just swinging her sword frantically through the air. Because I rolled a 1.
Bane's
rolled a
going to look
1.
for his hand axe.
I rolled a 1 twice in a row. So
Oh yeah, you
I'm
can.
like, oh, it's touch me! It touched me! It touched me!
Yeah, so it's definitely dead, and you're freaking out. You're probably hacking away at the thing. Everybody roll d6.
6.
4.
Also a 6.
Got a 2.
5. Oops, sorry.
Okay, so Athanasius, you're kind of looking at this scene. Maybe you're going to try to recover one of your crossbow bolts or whatever. and you look up and you see that above you is this really large web. And in it, you see basically what looks to be, you could probably make out to be like kind of like an egg sack, with some eggs in it. And you also see something shiny up there. So it's hard to make out what it is because it's wrapped up by the web. It's a big pile web, and you only see a little bit of shiny, so you don't really know exactly what it is, but you do notice something shiny.
Friends, come take a look. Look at this. It's the spider's lair, and it has something up there besides just spawn scattered about.
Ooh.
It's shiny.
Yes, friends, look up at the mighty death web.
Oh.
Gaze upon it.
Isidore will say, well, maybe we go up there and get it.
I mean, if you want to go to the death web, sure. Be my guess.
Can we tell how big this item is? I mean, is it pretty big?
There's a large area, probably something like 3 or 4 feet wide. You guess maybe a little bit less than that, but maybe like 4 or 5 feet long. That is all webbed up. You only see one area that looks like it's shiny. So you don't know if this is one shiny thing inside of a large area or if it's the whole thing shiny is just covered. So it's hard to say.
Grayson, you still got that grappling hook? Maybe you could try to lasso that thing.
Yeah, I do. I guess I could go for it.
Yeah, go ahead and make an attack at it.
Okay, let's see. 14.
Yeah, that's enough. Yeah, you're able to throw it up and it gets caught up in the web on this like sack of stuff.
Yeah, and I'll pull it a few times to make sure it's secure, and I'll hold the rope out and say, "Yeah, feels good. Feels good enough to me."
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't feel that secure.
I'm still gonna say that.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Or maybe we can just pull it down. I can help you.
All right, let's do this.
Yeah, I'll help as well.
Yeah, with a few people on it, you can easily do it. So you yank this thing really hard, and it snaps, and you probably jump back, and down to the ground drops this sack with a thud. And upon inspection, if you look, pull a dagger or whatever and cut it free, it's a body. It was in chainmail armor, although the chainmail, it looks like it's rusted up a bit. It does have a backpack on it though, and what you saw shining was actually a short sword that was on its belt. I mean, it's not glowing; it's just a short sword.
No, it's just a short sword.
Yeah, in the I mean, it might be something more than that, but it's not glowing. In the backpack is some rotten food, and 85 gold pieces.
Okay, we got 85 gold pieces.
Yeah.
Is the short sword in good enough condition to be used?
100%. Yeah.
Yeah, Bane, if it's in a wow, I lost my train of thought. If it's in a deal, he's just going to put it on his back then.
Right. Yeah, I mean, it seems like a pretty decent short sword. Yeah, the body's not that old, but it's been obviously like drained of blood or whatever. Like it's probably months old, but not like years.
Do we think we could get anything for that chainmail? Maybe.
Probably not, because it's got a bunch of holes in it where the spider like took its time sucking the blood out of this guy. So that's very worthwhile. The sword could probably be sold, and of course.
All right, so we'll take the gold and the sword. I'm keeping up with the treasury and the map, if you guys don't mind.
Yeah, I'm keeping a list also with treasure too, just to let you know.
Okay. And this this body, does it look like is there any way we could tell if it has like a scar on the right eye or something?
Yeah, I mean, you can it doesn't have a beard.
Okay.
So probably not the person you're looking for. But you can tell. I mean, it's like but it also seems like it's probably much older than the week or whatever he's been missing.
Okay. And you did the spider sack, the egg thing also fall to the ground?
No.
Okay.
It's now dangling. I mean, you could certainly get it warmed.
No. Could I like wrap some? Could I like what I want to do is, if I can, like wrap some rags around an arrow, and maybe put a little bit of oil on that, and light it on fire and shoot it up at that sack.
Okay. So you want to shoot? You want to light the sack on fire?
Yes.
Okay, that should be easy enough to do. Yeah, you can do that. So you do that, and of course the web immediately catches fire. The whole web comes up, and the people, you guys probably have to scatter a little bit as pieces of web are falling, and it falls, of course. But you do hear the scream of dying baby spiders, which then fades away.
I imagine how flammable the web is. Does the web all burn out, and then the tree doesn't actually catch fire because the tree didn't get hot enough?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
How does the sound of that? How does that sound, Bane?
Bane just wipes his forehead and he goes towards Grayson and he goes, "Oh, at least you didn't burn the wagon stuff up."
Well, it could have been a lot worse. Yes, I'll give it that.
To answer your question, Red, it was terrible. It broke my heart a little bit to hear the babies die, even though they were baby terrible things.
Oh, I didn't realize that your name was Bane.
Well, but Bane is ignoring you. I thought maybe it would be polite to answer a question for him. But fine, if you wish to be ignored, pretend I say nothing.
Bane, Red, you did good there, but I'm glad you didn't set the wagon on fire. Should we get this stuff back to town, or you want to? Me and Grayson found a trail over here. Should we see if the man's still alive?
I mean, yeah, that sounds like a good idea to me. We should check and make sure he's not dead yet. And who knows, they might have more of the stuff.
My friends, do we plan to bury the body or take it to the town?
He looks like a bandit to me. I don't give a fuck about that body.
You're a man of the book. I would say you take it back to town. We've burned bodies before at funerals.
Well, if you want to burn it, that's fine too, but you can't just leave it laying here.
All right, I'll take out my tinderbox and light it on fire then.
I mean, it's not that flammable. You'd have to like set up a pyre if you want to burn a body. Yeah, you can just light it on fire like a match.
All right, well, let's leave it with the the wagon for now. We'll take it back to town when we take all the other stuff back to town.
Yeah, if you were to look at the wagon, it looks like it's not in too bad a shape. It looks like it probably got turned over, and one of the wheels is kind of broken off the axle, but it looks like you could probably fix it, without too much effort. It wouldn't be perfect, but you probably fix it enough to get back to town with it. And most of the food stuff that's there is pretty savable. But yeah, you see this path, again, like it looks like whatever was dragged through here actually ended up at an actual path, and you can actually see it, because you were looking for footprints and stuff, Bane, you can see that it's, you see like more of these like footprints kind of mingled with the dragging of something and like periodic blood. So you can pretty easily follow this trail.
Yeah, and he's going to, while they're talking about the body, he's already got off of that and went to Grayson as they're looking at this trail, and he whispers this to Grayson where no one else hears it, and he goes, "Oh, it's kind of strange, isn't it? I'm not a learned man, but I've got the wisdom from being out in the wild. All of his goods are still here. They didn't take any of that. It seems like they just took the merchant man. Don't you find that strange?"
Yeah, that is strange. Usually these bandit types, they want all the goods, not the merchant himself,
Maybe he had a backpack full of gold.
Yeah, maybe it was made of gold, who knows?
Or maybe this just happened, and they're taking him off now, and they will come back for the goods.
You sneak up there and listen to my conversation again, we're going to have trouble.
Oh. Well. Oh well.
Read your books.
Come on, Sam. See if you can track this trail for me.
Sure, Samantha says, and looks at the trail and says, yeah, pretty sure we can follow this.
Yeah, it looks pretty simple to follow. You do go ahead and roll a d6.
3.
You notice too that the like you're obviously the most obvious thing is what looks like it's a dragged area, but as you're looking around like the sides of the trail, probably like to be like, yeah, okay, there's a trail here, I can see it. You do see there's also a mixture of other like humanoid type footprints and hoof prints that look like maybe from a horse or something. So this trail is used, if you will. It's not super unused.
All right. Samantha will point that out. And Isidore will grumble, I don't even have any books.
Well, I mean, it makes sense to me that we need to follow the drag marks. That'll probably lead us to the guys if they drug that guy off.
Yeah, they're not trying to hide their ways.
Yeah, who's Bane? Roll under your wisdom with 5d6.
Oh. Ooh.
No,
Now this is gonna be a challenge here.
one.
Come on, ones. 21 over 10.
Okay.
Isidore is going to go look at the tracks himself because he actually knows a little bit about tracks.
Yeah, you would see that there's definitely, you think they're probably from a mule, and possibly humans. That's what they kind of look like.
All right. If I look at it carefully, can I guess how many people?
You can roll 3d6 under your intelligence.
I can do that. Yeah, 1 under my intelligence.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it looks like it's probably one recently. There's one animal, and you think 2. You're fairly certain 2. Definitely not. It could be 1 or 3, but probably 2 humans with the horse, besides the dragon body.
Isidore will go out of his way to walk past and very close to Bane and go talk to, what is the red-haired girl's name?
Liz?
Liz. We'll go tell Liz. There is between 1 and 3 people dragging the man, I think.
When you say that to her, you feel something behind you as Bane is breathing down your neck, and he goes, I heard what you said.
Well, maybe you should not listen to conversations, or you're a hypocrite.
I don't know that word.
It is somebody who bitches about people doing a thing, and then they also do the thing.
Ah, you read it in a book.
No, I do not read it in a book. There are other ways to learn.
That's what that word means.
Oral tradition.
You like to give oral?
So
What?
Isidore, roll 5. Try to roll 5d6 under your intelligence as well.
Okay, that will be significantly more difficult.
Yes, for sure. As is the point.
Close, but no cigar.
Okay, that's fine. All right, cool. Yeah, so the path seems pretty easy to follow if you would like to follow it. You can still walk 2 by 2 if you want, although it's a little bit tighter here.
And that's what she said.
Grayson, do you think maybe you should keep an eye out? If there are bandits, they may be set up for us.
Yeah, I'll do my best. I'll keep my eyes as sharp as they can be.
Of course, that little bit up there, that little 2-foot halfling, they're pretty sneaky too.
Yeah, I don't see him half the time I'm walking around. Afraid I'm gonna step on him,
Mm.
All right. So we're walking, following this drag path.
Okay, yeah. So you walk along the path, maybe like, I don't know, less than a quarter of a mile, and you see it's starting to get a little tighter. These kind of bushy plants. It's less trees than it is like kind of big bushes with large yellow leaves are kind of making almost like a wall as you're walking through. So it's pretty dense, but you can certainly see in front of you because it's open its path. And you are traveling along, and you see to the right of the path 2 stone markers. And in front of you, it looks like the path pretty much goes almost directly to a cave and then goes past the cave.
Hey, Sammy, how about you sneak up to that cave for us and tell us what's inside?
Sure, she says, and she goes to sneak up to the cave.
Okay. Yeah, so you walk up to the cave as sneakily as possible, I suppose. And yeah, you're looking in. I mean, there's light coming in from the outside, so you can see into the cave a bit. It looks like the entrance to it has been reinforced, so it's not just like a natural cave. It was a natural cave, but it's been reinforced with masonry. But it's pretty old, like ancient construction, not anything recent. And you're looking into basically a cavern that is full of stalactites and stalagmites. It's and you hear water dripping. It's kind of a damp cave, as would be the case. You do see, you should see that, I think, blood on the floor of the cavern. You also see to the straight ahead of you, about 30 feet in and to the right. I'm sorry, to the left is a set of stairs going up, like actual stairs, but ancient stairs, to what appears to be a very, very old bronze door. And to the right of the stairs is a path that just keeps going down into a darker end of the cave that you can't see.
Samantha will come back and say, well, it's a cave, and it's old, and there's some rocks that are new, and there's a door, and there's stairs that go to the door, and I didn't see anybody, but I saw some blood.
Did you taste the blood?
No, I figured I'd let you do that so you could tell if it was human or not.
Yeah, I guess I'm apparently good at that.
All right, well, let's get up there so that this man can get his blood.
Yeah, and I'll I guess sneak up as well and check the blood.
Okay, yeah. So you go up, and you can see that probably like once the body, which you can imagine, or a person being dragged in here, was brought into this cave with the stalactites and stalagmites. It's damper in here, so maybe some of the blood that was on them loosened up. So there's more blood here than there was in the path, and you definitely see like a kind of a bit of a trail of blood going to the stairs.
Could you describe that cave layout one more time for me? I don't think I got it all.
So it's basically about so you're looking in the normal kind of entrance, about 10 or 12 feet entrance. The cave itself is about 30 feet wide-ish. It's not perfect because it's a cave. It's covered with stalagmites and stalactites that fall on the top and the bottom. And if you go in about 40 feet to the left, there's a set of stairs going up. And if you were to not go up the stairs and instead keep going straight forward, it goes into a darker part of the cave you guys can't see yet because it's too far.
Okay, it goes in about 40 feet, and the stairs are on which side?
Left.
Okay.
Yeah. And then if you were to go past the stairs, you can see it keeps going. So the stairs aren't like at the end of the cave, they're like on the side.
Got it.
And you can't see further than that because it's getting dark in there. And you can see it. Well, Bane is a dwarf, so he can see.
There's good old dwarfs that are 6 foot tall.
He's
6'3".
He's a big dwarf. Yeah, nobody here has infravision, so nobody can see. Plus, you wouldn't be able to see any of us because you're standing in the light. But yes, you can see only about that far. And again, at the top of the stairs, which is only just like a single set of stairs going up, so normal staircase, like 10 feet, is this kind of ancient-looking bronze door, which you're just kind of getting a little bit of light on at this point. It's pretty far in the cave.
Okay. Now I'll take out a. I don't have my sword at this point, so I'll go ahead and take out a torch so that we can see in.
Okay.
And I guess I'll start. Oh, wait, is there anything on the outside the cave that you guys want to explore before we head in?
Looks like we need to go in here.
Okay, I'll make my way up to that corner first.
What corner? The past the stairs?
The past. You said that it just cuts off to the left.
Yeah, so imagine you're going into this, you're looking in, and if you were to go in, there's stairs here, but if you kept going past the stairs, there's like a cave next to it.
Okay, I want to go up and look. Look, are the stairs going up or down?
Up.
All right, they're going up. And is that like they're going up just immediately? Like there's no 5-foot path or anything?
Yeah, it's flat more or less, except, I mean, it's uneven because you're in a cave, but it's, right, it just goes up and there's a door. There's no platform, there's no...
Okay. Well, then I'll take the torch and I'll look around the rest of this area before we decide on the stairs or not.
All right, so you're just going to walk in by yourself. Is everybody going with you? What's everybody else doing?
Samantha's definitely going in, whether or not she's invited. And Isidore is a little bit more hesitant.
Yeah, Grayson kind of similar. He wants to kind of be up in the front, just being that he's a sneaky fellow himself. But Tracy's going to kind of linger back with the other fighters, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, Bane's staying back also.
How about Athanasius?
He's gonna go ahead and wants to accompany you.
I missed that. He's going to do what?
Will accompany Liz.
Okay, so you're going to go as well? Okay. Cool. So Samantha, Athanasius, Liz, and Grayson roll a d6.
All right.
A 1.
2.
5.
I also got a 5.
Okay.
3.
So Samantha, hold on. Why'd Bane roll?
Oh, I thought you said me. I'm sorry, my mistake.
You're not in there. Okay, it's okay. Doesn't matter. Okay, so I'm sorry. So who got a 5?
I got a 5.
Okay, and what did
Athanasius also got a 5.
okay, and Liz got a 3, and Grayson got a 1 or something, right? Somebody got a 1. Perfect. Okay, so the 2 5s are not surprised by the stalactites that fall from the ceiling and dig into your, well, possibly dig into you. So you are not surprised. So you will be able to react this round, but the other 2 people will get a free attack against them. So first against Grayson. Okay, that one misses by a mile. So you see this thing fall. It kind of smiles at you as it falls. And then Liz, that's going to miss you too, I think. Yeah, one also falls near you and misses. And now more of them are falling from the ceiling. So let's roll initiative. Let's see. Alexandra, you do initiative for the party this combat.
Okay.
I'm just going to roll a d6.
I got a 5.
Okay. Okay, they got a 6, so they're going to go first. So the 4 of you that are in there, each one of you are going to be attacked by 1, I think. 1, 2, 3, yep. So I'm just going to go left to right for me. So Samantha, 10. 10 hits, armor class 8. That misses you.
When you said that it smiles, does it actually smile? Are these alive?
Yep. It is smiling at you. Athanasius, it has a mouth, basically. It goes, but then hits the ground and shatters. Or lands on the ground anyways. 14 on the die for that. That hits armor class 4. Athanasius' armor class is
2.
2, so it doesn't hit you. You guys all left that armor on. Liz, 15. That's not going to hit you, I don't think. Nope, AC 3. And finally, Grayson. Ooh, 17. I think you probably have the worst armor class of everybody, too.
Yeah, I got a 6.
Yeah, so that's definitely going to hit you. 17 is going to hit armor class 1.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so you get hit by one of these things. It kind of crashes down into you. And only does 1 point of damage.
Okay. Whew. Well,
But you definitely see as they hit the ground, They actually have like literally they have faces and like legs kind of pop out and they're kind of stony looking pointy lizards is the best way to describe them. And
And
there
I've
are
never seen these before, probably. Huh?
absolutely not. And there's currently 6 of them on the ground. So it
Oh.
is party's turn now. Does anybody want to move?
Yeah, Samantha's gonna back on out of there.
Okay. You can either do a fighting retreat, which means you can move half of your combat movement, which wouldn't put you all the way out of the cave, I don't think, at this point. Or you can do a full retreat. If you do a full retreat, they'll get basically they'll get a +2 to attack you. They'll get an attack before you leave. If you do a fighting
I'll
retreat,
do a fighting retreat.
Okay. So you're backing up.
She's just backing up. She doesn't want to be in melee with these things.
Gotcha.
Can I reach melee with these things without moving?
Yeah, 2 fell near you actually.
Okay.
And are the people outside, are they near enough to see that this has happened?
Yeah, I think they're all looking in there.
All right, then Isidore will run in.
Yep, you can do that. You have enough movement. Well, you're in plate. Let me just quickly check it.
Does plate slow my movement? Because there wasn't anything about that.
Yeah, it does because it encumbers you. It's under encumbrance. Your movement is based on your encumbrance. So let's see. Metal armor would okay, 20 feet per round. No, you can get in there. Because the whole cage is only 40 feet. So you're good. You can get all those in. Anybody else moving? Bane?
No, this one he's not. No.
Okay. How about Tracy?
I couldn't find the button. Yeah, she'll move to try to get in within range to help Grayson. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. All right, so move in. So missile fire. Is anybody doing missiles?
If she didn't have her bow out, can she move while she's drawing her bow and then shoot?
If you want to shoot this round, you'll be -2 on the attack.
She'll just draw her bow then.
What if Bane wanted to throw an axe? Would he have minuses?
Did you have it out? If you then you're gonna have minus. Yeah.
Yeah, he would have been carrying probably a shield in his hand axe.
Okay. Yeah, if it's in your hand, then you're fine. If you have to pull it out, then you're gonna be minus.
You said a minus what now, or just straight attack? No, you broke up, Daniel. I'm sorry.
-2.
Yeah, he'll throw his hand axe towards one of them then from where he's standing there at the entrance.
Yeah, I took that from Lamentations of the Flame Princess.
Ooh, that's good. That's going to hit a armor class 1.
Oh, that definitely hits.
5 damage with the hand axe.
Oh wow. Okay. So roll d6.
A 5 again.
Okay, that kills that one. You hit it and it shatters like stone.
He lets out a
Okay, anybody else doing missile fire? No? Okay.
Can I ask another question?
Yep.
Move.
Can I draw a weapon and a shield at the same time?
No. I mean, yeah, no. It would take 2 rounds. I'm sorry, Carlos, you were saying something?
Athanasius, he's just moving forward and taking his battle axe off his
Okay.
back.
Okay. Does anybody have a melee weapon out that wants to attack?
Isidore would have been carrying his weapon.
Okay. Yeah, you can attack. Go.
Okay, cool. He will walk over and smack somebody. He's not going to hit anything though. He's just going to swing it.
Okay, nice. How about
Liz has this torch out, so she has her shield up. She can't really draw her weapon because she'll have to drop the torch to do that.
Mhm.
And having experience with those going out more than once, she'll just say, "Someone get over here and help me! I can't do anything."
Okay. And how about Grayson and Tracy?
They attack. I guess someone that was messing with Grayson.
All right, go for it.
So Grayson, let's see, that's going to be in AC 7.
That misses.
Okay, and then
Give me a
Tracy. Oh, jeez, she did even worse. So
Okay.
they're in shock, I'll say.
Yeah, that's what it is. Because normally you hit all the time.
Yes, my dice never fail me, Daniel.
Okay. All right, they're going to attack now. We'll go. Let's see. There's one. So let's see. Isidore moved forward to attack one, so that one's going to attack her, or him rather. With a 16 on the die. That's going to hit armor class 2, which
That's what I am.
just hits you. Okay, so you get hit by this thing. It reaches up with it's basically trying to jam its little pointy nose into you. It does 1 point of damage. Boy, these things always do 1 point of damage. Okay. The next one is going to go after Athanasius, who moved forward with his battle axe. And it gets an 11. An 11 hits armor class 7, which does not hit you. The next one is going to go after Liz. And rolls a 1 and misses horribly. Bane, you're out in the hallway, right? So then we're going after Tracy with an 18 on the die. That's going to hit armor class 0, so that definitely hits. So Tracy's going to take 2 points of damage. And finally, against Grayson, 15 on the die. I think that's going to hit you too because you're, armor class 3. Grayson takes 3 points.
That'll put him at negative 1. I have 2 hit points right now.
All right, so we're going to go into the super secret you don't die chart.
Oh boy.
All right.
But you might get maimed, like lose a limb.
Yeah, it could be cool.
Yeah.
All right, so this one's for stabbing. So let me open my stabbing chart. All right, so when this happens, you don't take any actual damage from that attack, but you roll on this chart instead. You would be negative 2, you said, right?
Down to negative 1.
Negative 1, rather. Okay, so roll a d6.
Okay. 6. Oh, Jesus.
Oh, geez. Okay, so that's 7.
Uh-huh.
This is actually good, though, because that makes sense. It's a broken bone. I mean, it's not good for you, but it makes sense for a rocky thing to break your bone.
Right.
So roll a d6 to see what bone it breaks.
Okay. 5.
5. Your ribs. This thing smashes into your ribs. Holy crap.
Oh, God.
You now have broken ribs. So effectively, you're going to have to rest every 3 turns, every 5 turns.
I already have a broken left hand. I didn't even think about that.
Oh,
Just for whatever it's worth. Yeah.
Take note of that. This one's going to take, this one actually doesn't take that long to heal. It takes only 3 weeks to heal.
3 weeks? Okay. Because I got 4 weeks on the broken left hand. Yeah.
All right.
All that note.
And 5 days would have gone by on that one. The main thing here is that if you get hit again in combat, just remind me you have to make a save versus paralysis or you'll be stunned.
Okay.
Yeah, because basically you're hurt,
Yep.
like, you're heaving.
Nice. Yeah, I let out like an absolute cry as my ribs snap.
Yeah, you hear your ribs snap by these little rocky creatures. Okay, so that is that round. And round 2 or 3 or whatever round this is. Let's roll initiative again. So,
I got a 4.
Okay, simultaneous. So what that means is everybody's just you guys. I'm just gonna have you guys all go. But even if they die, they'll still get their attack basically because it's simultaneously happening. So is anybody doing missile fire? Nobody's moving, right?
Movement and melee for Bane.
Samantha is going to realize that she doesn't think arrows will work against rocks, and she's going to pull out her warhammer instead and move up.
Okay, you do it. If you want
Liz
to
is
attack
going
this
to
round,
cry out again, and Liz is going to cry out again like, I could still use some help over here.
Well, she's surrounded by
I'm
people.
coming.
nice. They're coming.
Actually, you know what she's going to do? She's going to walk up with a warhammer and then take the torch away from her. I mean, unless she resists it.
All right, that's fine.
Liz will let you take the torch, and then she'll pull out her sword.
Okay, yeah, you can do that all during the movement phase. That's fine. Anybody else moving?
Bane was, but seeing that someone's moved in to help Red, he is going to move to help Grayson and them, seeing that he's been injured. So he's going to move. He's got his longsword out, moving towards Grayson.
Okay, perfect. Okay, anybody doing missile fire? No. All right, so I'm just gonna go. I'll go right to left, just to mix up for melee. So Grayson, if you'd like to attack the thing that just smashed your ribs, you may.
Yeah, I'm going to go for that now. Tracy and Grayson will attack. So Grayson first. Yeah, this time a bit better. AC 4.
Just misses.
Okay, so let's have Tracy go. She did worse again.
Okay. Yeah, these things are made out of stone, so your weapons are kind of bouncing off a bit, but you did make like a little chip in it, but you don't feel like it was significant damage.
Okay.
Bane.
Yeah, he moves in, seeing Grayson and Tracy having trouble as he wildly charges into this thing with his long sword, and he rolls a 4 on the die, mimicking what they just did.
Okay, misses. Okay, so Liz, now that you're pulling your longs, are you going to attack with it?
Yeah. And I rolled a 15 total. So I hit AC 4.
Okay, that does not hit.
Gosh darn it.
Close though.
Okay.
Chips off some rock, but doesn't make any real damage. Athanasius.
Athanasius, he's got his axe out, and he's going to go for closest one to him, I guess.
Yep.
Where's my D8? There we go. Oh, that's a complete miss.
Okay. Now you swing at this thing. They're actually fairly quick, apparently, dodging around, considering they're made out of stone. But rolling back around now to Isidore and Samantha.
Isidore got a 4 to hit, which I have heard that misses. So,
Yep.
But Samantha hits a 2
That
for
hits.
5 damages.
Oh, nice. Okay. It's one of these two. Okay, so let me see which one it is. Okay, you smash it and destroy it. Crumbles to pieces. Nice. Dead. Okay, that's that round. Oh, no, they haven't gone yet. Okay, but it's still going to get to attack then. So that one that you just killed is going to attack you. Let's do that now so I don't forget. But it misses. Okay, so one's going after Isidore. Also misses. This one's going after Liz. Misses. And one after Bane. Misses. Wow, they're terrible. Okay. That was... Oh, no, one more because that one's dead. Tracy. 13 hits AC 5. So that misses Tracy, right? Tracy has better AC than that.
Yeah, she has an AC 4.
Perfect. All right, misses. All right, so none of the rock creatures hit you this round. It is now the next round. So go ahead and you killed one. So there's 4 standing. So let's roll initiative, Alexander. They got a 1. So unless you roll a 1.
Rolled a 5.
Perfect. You guys are going to go first. Is anybody moving? Is anybody doing missile fire or spells? Does anybody even have spells? There's no magic users here, right? No. Okay.
I don't believe so.
Oh, wow. Okay. And melee. So I'll go left to right this time just because. So Isidore / Samantha.
Well, Isidore is going to miss,
Okay.
and Samantha's going to hit,
Nice.
and she will deal... Oh, she'll deal 7 damage.
Wow, that crushes another one.
Yeah, Samantha's actually better than Isidore.
Everybody's henchman is better than their PC for some reason. You're not the only one. All right, so...
Well, if Isidore levels up, he'll have 1 healing spell. Then he'll be better.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so Athanasius.
Athanasius, you see he's a bit frustrated with how he kind of swung wildly with his axe last time. So he's going to come back around and try to reconnect. And he's going to try to go towards the abdomen, and that's an 8 total, which...
You're probably hitting like stalactites that aren't actually the creatures at this point because it's pretty crowded in here.
Ting! You hear me kind of grunt as I get pissed off.
Okay. Liz.
Liz does battle with one of these things, but misses.
Okay. Bane.
He comes out with his long sword. And that will be, that's going to miss. That's armor class 7.
Okay. And Tracy / Grayson.
All right. Let's see. Grayson, I think that's a bit better. Yeah, so that's a AC 2.
That hits.
Max damage, 6 damage on the sword.
Nice. Crushes it.
And Tracy, we're not going to say what Tracy got. She was in awe with Grayson hitting.
We won't speak of that attack.
We will never speak of that attack.
All right, there's only 2 left, so I think this one, there's none near some whatever. There's none near Isidore or Samantha, so this one's going to attack either Bane or, well, let me roll the attack first because it might completely miss. Actually, it's 19, so 1 through 3 will be Crystal's character. 4 through 6 will be Tony. So it's a 4. So Bane gets attacked with a 19, so that'll hit you.
Yep.
Ooh, 6 points of damage.
That takes me to -1.
Oosh. Okay, so Bane also gets to roll on the super secret. You almost died chart. So go ahead and roll a d6.
A 4.
4. So 5. You are knocked down and stunned, and you drop your weapon. All right.
Ah!
So Bane drops. You get winded, basically. And the last one is going to attack, well, either Tracy or Grayson. Let me see what I roll on the die. Oh, 20. It's going to hit. So 1 through 3, Tracy. 4, 5, 6, Grayson. 4, Grayson. So Grayson only has 2 hit points, so it doesn't take much.
No.
5. Okay. So you're -3.
All right.
That's a roll a d6.
Let's see what else we can maim him with. 5.
5. So 8. This is now a crushed bone.
Oh, God.
You're falling apart here. So roll a d6.
5.
Ribs.
Oh, man.
Wow.
Yeah, Grayson
Are now crushed. So
Oh, jeez.
now you have to rest every 2 turns instead of every.
My God.
Yeah. And the whole stunning thing. This is now. So I guess this will just be the total time to heal and not extending. So add 5.
Okay.
Add 3 weeks to your healing time.
So 6 weeks.
Yeah, 6 weeks. However, though,
All right.
this has a long-lasting permanent effect, unfortunately. So roll a 1d4.
Okay. Let's see. 3.
Okay, so your con is reduced by 2 points.
Oh, good. It's already at 7. So what the hell? Let's just keep it going.
Wow. Okay, yes. Wow. Okay, Grayson. That may actually affect your hit points. Oh,
Yeah, I was gonna say I need to reroll or change my hit points probably.
Yeah, which means it might make you dead.
Might have like 1 hit
I
point.
think you have 1 hit point now, 1 hit point max. That's good.
That's
Why
good.
not have 1 hit point max? That's how we like to roll around here. All right.
All right.
But you're not dead, so it's
This
good.
might be retiring.
Okay, now, next round. That's under initiative. 2 on the creature side. There's only 2 of them left, by the way. But they're fighting on.
I don't think I attacked this round.
You did.
Oh,
You killed them.
I
and
did.
They didn't attack you. You guys went first.
Okay. Well, I was not paying close enough attention then. I rolled a 4 on our initiative.
Not only did you attack, you killed one. And you get to go first.
Oh, good.
So actually, there's none on you, so you'll have to move to them, which is fine if you want. Do you want to move towards the one that's on Liz/Bane or the one that's on Grayson/Tracy?
Isidore will move to go next to Bane, because even though Bane is mean to him, he wants to impress him. And let's see, and Samantha will go to the other one.
Okay. Cool. So go ahead and do your attacks.
Ooh, I think Isidore actually hits.
Oh.
Man, there's a lot more math in this.
Yeah, you need a 17 basically.
Oh, well, I rolled a 17.
Perfect.
Great. Okay, he will deal damage. He will deal 3 damage.
3.
3
It-
whole damage.
It smashes it. It does not quite crush through all the way, but there are veins of cracks running through this whole thing. It looks very, very weak now.
And surprisingly, Samantha completely misses.
Well, she's already killed 2, so she's did her. Okay. Athanasius. What would you like to do with your
Okay, so still right in front of me.
Yep.
So,
You're actually technically fighting the one that Isidore just hit.
this time I'm going to swing up. Man, I rolled the same exact thing. A
Okay.
9.
It's tight quarters there, so you guys are having trouble fight. Okay. Baines, you're on the ground and you dropped your
Stunned. Yeah.
so I guess you're recovering now, right?
Correct.
You're stunned this round. Okay. And Tracy slash. Did I skip somebody? Yes, I did. I skip Liz. Liz.
Liz enjoys missing so much that she's going to miss again.
Perfect. And Tracy slash Grayson.
All right. Let's see. Can Grayson attack this turn?
Yes, as long as you don't get hit. If you get hit, then you could possibly be stunned.
Oh yeah. AC 3.
That hits.
5 damage.
And you crush it. It falls to pieces.
Nice. Much like his ribs.
Yes. I'll say that if Tracy wants to attack the other one, she can, but she's gonna be -2 because you'll have to move after the movement segment.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll give it a go. How low can I roll? I rolled a 2, so I can roll pretty low.
Yes, you guys are. There you go. Nothing wrong with that. Okay, is that everybody? Yep. There's one last one with its last little bit of life, reaches out and tries to attack. Almost everybody's standing there except for Grayson and Samantha. So that means that there's a total of die here. Attack Liz. Liz, who keeps missing. It's upset about the wind that you're creating in the area, so it's going to attack you. With a 15 on the die, which I do not think hits you because your armor class is 0. It does not hit you. Okay. Last round, probably. Initiative.
I got a 1.
Okay, got a 4, so it's going to go again. So let's see who it attacks. Athanasius. It's going to make one last dying attempt to take you out. And it rolls a 12, which will not hit you. So, who's standing next to us? And I'm just going to go left to right. So, Isidore can go first.
Isidore and Samantha both miss.
Okay. Athanasius.
All right, so I swing up and I get a 20
Nice.
total.
Roll some damage.
5.
All right, you smash it into pieces, small pieces. All the pieces collapse, all of echoing on the floor. When you're in a cave, so it takes a few seconds for it to actually quiet down from all the echoing that's going on. And now you can hear the dripping sounds of the water again.
Isidore immediately drops to a knee to try and help Bane up.
So that whole time, my damage, I was I roll my attack and my damage together. Mm-hmm. And my damage I kept rolling was 5, 8, 7, and I just kept missing. This last one I rolled before, I actually could have hit it. I rolled a 19 and I rolled 1 fucking damage.
Yeah, only 1 hit point at that point, so you kill them. They didn't have a lot of hit points, you just had good armor class. Okay, so you guys.
As the door reaches.
I actually would have done 3 to it, but it's just the point, fucking dice.
As Isidore reaches down to help Bane up, Bane grabs his arm, up closer to the elbow and just grasps it, and he lets Isidore pick him up, and he just grunts, but he's holds a hand up to just a moment. And he reaches and he opens up his backpack and he reaches down deep into the backpack and he pulls out this leather made from some type of creature, who knows, this leather bound book. He hands it towards him and he goes, "Thank you. This book will help you."
Isidore takes the book and says, "Oh, you're quite welcome." And now he is completely absorbed in the fact that he's carrying a book.
As you open the book, you'll find it's just blank pages for it to be anything written in it that you want it to be.
He'll smile and nod and say, "Thank you again."
Okay, Crystal, you can go now.
I'm sorry. I was letting you have your scene.
Well, it's your turn. Go.
I thought you were done. That's why I was gonna say I'm gonna make my way over to our thief friend and check on him as he's lying on the ground.
Yeah, Grayson's
let's
probably lying there, trying not to. Well, you can't see, but he's crying under his mask.
I'm gonna say you sound like a squeeze toy that's broken.
Maybe I am a squeeze toy that's broken. Ow! I can hardly talk. It hurts.
Isidore is going to go check that out. Isidore has basic medical training.
Yeah, I mean he's got crushed ribs, so bed rest is basically all it's going to really help with that.
Yeah, I say as much. I say there's no way to fix a broken rib. I suggest you don't go running.
Well, I'll keep that in mind next time I get the hankering to go running. Thank you.
Still friend.
Nice. Okay,
Yes.
cool. You're standing in the cave.
So what does the rest of this cave look like? Because you said we could see in 40 feet a while ago, and we could see those stairs. So what's it look like past those stairs?
Yeah, this we'll find out next week on. No, well, let's take a break, and I'll describe the rest of the room when you come back. You're safe. Don't worry. There's not much there yet.
Okay.
So yeah, let's take a break, like a 5-minute break, and we'll come back and we'll see what's in the rest of this cavern.
Cool.
And, Grayson catches breath. I see one empty seat. Yep. All right. Let me see what else is going. I guess we're still waiting for Carlos.
Yeah, it looks like it.
I guess I'll wait for him because if I describe the room, then I'll have to do it twice.
I'll go pick up my hand axe if it's where I can see it as of now.
Yeah, you can definitely do that.
Could you go ahead and describe it a little bit so I can draw it out here with my little tool maker?
Oh, there's Carlos. Hold on, were you there the whole time leaning back? Were you?
I just jumped in the seat.
Oh, okay. I was like, I just saw you come up. I was like, hold on, you just.
I could hear everything you guys were saying.
He pulled a Micah. He fell asleep.
Yeah, he fell asleep on us.
I was right here in the kitchen. I was right here in the kitchen. I could hear everything. I was running over.
It was just funny because when I looked over and I saw you appear, it looked like you came like I don't know, it's just weird. Just the angle of that I saw it come up. Anyways, yes, I will describe the room. So yeah, you walk in a little bit further or whatever, and you can see these stairs go up to the side, and going beyond. Because of course it's a cave, so it's not like straight. It's 40 feet wide when you first walked in, but it starts to get more narrow to where the stairs are. So the stairs are on the left. To the right is like a passageway-ish, kind of about 10 feet wide. And it immediately starts to slant down, and you walk up to a torch, and you can see that it goes into a kind of a smaller room. The ceiling, everything goes down with it. You could definitely walk. It's probably 8-foot ceilings in there, and you see for sure about maybe. Yep.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
You see the room goes in about maybe another 20 or so feet past the stairs, maybe 30 at the most. Like you're right at the edge of your torchlight, and you see like a pallet with some blankets and stuff on it. You see some crates, some of which you can identify as having some food because they're opened up.
Can we identify what the hell we just killed?
After they died, they seem to just crumble into stones. They look like some kind of animated rock creatures.
Claymen.
Pointy.
And Usador will say, so we have no comment on what the hell is this?
It doesn't matter what they are. We killed them.
I've seen creatures like this. They were claymen.
Maybe you should draw it in your book. Draw a picture in your book, and we can ask around.
Oh,
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, make a monster manual of sorts.
But there's already one of those that you're making, so it'd be Monster Manual 2.
No, I'm making that in the other game.
So I made that old joke.
Yeah, it was a good joke.
Monster Manual now.
No, it was a good joke.
So
You get inspiration.
You said there was the stairs, and then you said on the right side that there was a passage heading in.
Yep. Can you straight
How
past the stairs?
far is it on the north side?
Yeah, if you want to draw it that way. Assuming you came in on the south, it would be in the north. Yep.
Okay. So going past the stairs on the there's another passage heading in.
That's
on the
correct.
right side.
And as soon as you walk up to where the stairs are, you can see this passage. It slants down pretty steeply, and actually, it's pretty smooth. And it just goes in maybe like another 25, 30 feet, and it kind of it goes into a room, basically. It's just a short passage. It becomes a room. If you want to call it that, it's a cave. And in this area is, like I said, an area where it looks like somebody could sleep, like it's like some bedding and stuff. And there's also, and I guess as well, there's a small, like a campfire. It's not burning, but an area like a circle of stones and wood and stuff where a campfire would be. And there is a couple crates of food, and that's what you see there. And no more stalactites or stalagmites here.
Inside that room, there's I'm sorry, down the slope, there's a room, and that's what's inside that room.
That's correct.
Okay, how big is that room, give or take?
Maybe like 20 foot square.
Okay.
What would you guys
All
like
right.
to do?
Isidore nervously scratches the back of his neck and says, so whoever is in that door definitely knows we're here. Should we just go say hello? Maybe
Yeah, let
with
me introduce
warhammers?
myself.
No, just introduce your sword, I think will be good, yeah?
Fair
That's
enough.
what I say.
You know, you're a woman after my own heart.
I am a man.
Oh, well. You're a
You're
whatever.
a woman.
You're
You're a
whatever.
woman, and I'm a dwarf.
Whatever you are, you're after my heart, okay?
Oh, good.
I don't get caught up in this whole gender thing.
Seems like that's the best option, maybe the only option, really. We've got to find out what the hell's going on here.
There's
Hey.
always option of run away.
Liz is gonna go open this door.
Okay, roll d20.
Oh
Grayson
wait.
can't run.
Wait. Before we do that, you said there were some crates in that room.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, roll d20.
Okay. I want to search those crates before we leave.
Okay, roll d20.
All right. 18.
Okay, good. I heard Liz is opening the door. That's you know.
Yeah, I know. I didn't think
Close the door,
beforehand.
go back.
Liz makes a door
Yeah.
open check. An
Yeah.
open door check, which is a real check in this game.
All right, so you open the door. Actually, it's stuck. So you don't open the door, but do you want to check the crates? Is that what you're saying to me?
But yeah, I do want to, like, after I try to open the door, like, oh, the door's stuck. Oh, that reminds me. We should probably check those crates, see if there's anything valuable in them.
Okay. Yeah, so you check the crates. They're smaller than the ones that were on on the ground, but that were from the wagon. But they look like similar in a sense. There's 3 of them, 3 that are full of vegetables. There's also as you're searching through, another crate that has 4 small sacks of salt. And there are 3 crates with a mixture of there's 2 with fruit and 1 with cheese. And these are
Without saying anything, Isidore picks up the salt.
not salt. There's 4 sacks of salt there.
You said that some of them were vegetables.
Yep, there was veggies, there was some fruit, and some cheese.
All right, I'm going to grab a tomato, and I'm going to start eating away at a tomato. And then I'm
Grayson,
gonna
is there
say,
some of that kale in there?
Yeah, I hope so.
I don't know. Let me look through here. Some lettuce. Want some lettuce?
Strangely enough, there is kale in there.
Oh wait, here's some kale right here. I'll toss it over to Bane.
Love kale.
When you toss it to me, I grab it and I hand it to Grayson. Chew on this. I think it'll help your ribs heal up.
That's what they say, don't they? And I'll start eating the kale slowly as to not cause too many muscle contractions in my rib area, chest area.
Oh, actually, I don't grab a tomato because that's a fruit. Instead, I grab a potato.
And you eat a raw potato?
Yeah.
Potatoes are also not vegetables. They're tubers.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? They're close enough.
Tomatoes aren't close enough?
What we found today
Get
is
you some kale.
Liz has a ring of time travel that she keeps using to
Ah!
Yeah, so you eat a tomato. That's fine. The tomato's fine, or whatever, a potato. You can eat anything you want. There's a variety of fruit and vegetable in there, and they're of decent quality. Packed up for travel.
All right, I'm sorry.
Yep.
So, how are we going to get through this door?
Well, I figure
I
we
guess
will.
one of us need to push it or pull it.
Yes. Bane
Yep.
is quite the scholar.
Well, if that doesn't work, maybe we can get something heavy to pry it open with.
Alternatively, we could knock.
Don't Liz have an 18 strength?
We should
Liz
try.
has a 16 strength and she glows green. I forgot all about that.
That's right. You are green. No, you have green glow about you.
I have an
Always-
18 intelligence.
I don't show.
No, it doesn't. Well, I have a 7 wisdom
I'm
to be
just kidding.
fair. I have a
Just
7
kidding.
wisdom to be fair. So
You got a better strength than Bane.
I have really good stats on this character. I have a 16 in Dex and Con and a 15 in Charisma. Like Wisdom is my only low skill. So
I guess one of us should try to, if we can't try to get the door somehow.
all right. Well, I'll go over there and can I just try to kick the door open? Do an open door chat?
You could, but having an 18 intelligence, you would realize that it pulls towards you.
Oh,
So that would be very difficult. It would be easier to pull it towards you. If you
Alright.
want to try to kick it down, you can, but you'll be on a negative because
nah,
you'll
that
be.
would be bad to do.
Yeah.
Pulls towards me. All right. Does anyone have a crowbar?
Nope.
I mean, just let me restate. I mean, it was stuck. It's not like it's, you probably.
Okay. So I could still probably open that.
Yeah, I mean, it just didn't open immediately. It's a jammed door. You're gonna have to pull it open if you want to open it.
All right, then I'll try and pull it open again.
Okay, make an open doors check.
6. So, I try to push it.
Yeah.
And I make it more jams.
Yeah, you're for some reason you're unable to open the door. You definitely made a lot of noise. I mean, you eventually pull it open because it's still just keep on your roll. But it takes a little bit, and you're jamming and and finally you pull the door open. And of course, not surprising at all to you, the thing that's inside the room definitely knows you come. So when the door finally pulls open, you see standing in the middle of this about 12-foot circular cave type room.
An ancient red dragon?
No. The room itself actually is lit in a sense because it has what could be described as maybe like moss. If you've seen like a weeping willow tree, like the strands, how it has it, that's kind of like that growing on the walls. It is a yellow color and it has a bit of a glow to it, so you can actually see in here. And there is a creature. It is let's see, is there a description of the creature? It is a humanoid type creature. It is currently it's tall and skinny, thin bony arms, and it has it doesn't have any hair. It comes up to a crest on its head and has like spines going down its back. It's not dressed at all, except for it has boots on, which is weird. And it is currently eating what looks to be a man's leg. And you see there's
Can we tell what it is?
The
Can we
man's
tell
leg.
what it is?
You can tell the creature that looks like you've never seen anything like this before. No, definitely not.
Throw it some kale.
Yeah, so it's going to immediately attack you, of course, because go ahead and roll initiative. I'll leave your initiative against it because you were ready I'll assume you were ready on some level.
Oh, I get initiative?
Yeah,
Awesome.
actually, Carlos hasn't done it yet. I think you did it already. So Carlos, be initiative this round.
All right.
Roll G6. the thing.
Got a 4.
Okay, so it is. So simultaneous initiative. Since it's only one of 8, I'm going to have it go first. I mean, it's not really first, as you guys are going at the same time. It's going to charge forward and try to grab Liz around the neck. Cool. 2 hands and it goes.
Important question: does it smell really bad?
It smells like rotting flesh, but not like dung or anything like that. So 20 hits for sure, and the other one is a 15. 15 hits AC 0, which is exactly your AC. Oh, okay. It grabs you around the neck.
Shield smash. Wait, was that surprise?
All right, so it hits you with one hand then. Okay. So it does not grab you around.
Okay, so I wasn't
Well, it's 2
surprised.
attacks.
Okay, cool.
It had 2 attacks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So you don't get grabbed around the neck, but one hits you for 1 point of damage.
Okay.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, that's good. Smart. All right, so it is now your turn. This thing's standing in front of you. It ran at you like this. You smashed with the shield, and then it scratches you, and now it's facing off against you. It looks pretty vicious. It has bony teeth, and you can smell rotten human flesh coming out of its mouth, and blood's dripping down its chin.
Okay. All right.
So just because you're right in front of it, you can attack it immediately before anything else happens.
Okay.
It's a little
Not sure
unless you want to move, but I'm assuming everybody's gathered.
I definitely don't want to move. I'll definitely try to hit this thing with my sword. Hopefully I can this time. Yay! All right, I hit our armor class 0 for 5 points of damage.
Wow, nice. Okay. Cool.
So it breaks my shield, and as it does, I go, that was a 2 gold piece shield, you asshole, and I slash it across the chest.
Okay. Yeah, it screams out in pain. So, assuming normal marching order, Samantha is behind you. So you're kind of on stairs. This is a little tricky. So, I think does Samantha have a melee weapon out, or she's got the bow out?
She still has her warhammer out.
Oh, the warhammer. Okay, so she can attack for sure melee.
My axe out.
Yeah, and I'll say that I think it's going to be hard for you to hit it with an axe right now because it's kind of. Oh, and actually, you have another problem because you're the last person in line, and the other one that was hiding attacked you, Athanasius. Thank you for mentioning that. I got excited about the shield smash, and I forgot to do your attack. So I hit you once. What's your armor class? 4, 11, armor class 4. 2. Okay. Again, this one only hits you once as well. But it does 3 points of damage. Okay, so you can attack because there's something behind you. So just to clarify, because also it's a little confusing for your characters actually, because you pulled this door open and also this creature came running out. You're kind of on the stairs. Samantha can, because you're so little, you definitely can get in there with the warhammer. I would say that either Bane or Tracy could probably also attack over your head. But Isidore and Grayson could turn around and fight the one that's on Athanasius, which is on the ground.
Okay, if I want to try and turn undead on it, is that a?
Yeah, that's just during. You would do that during spell phase. You do that right away. Yep.
Okay, well I want to do that.
Okay.
I suspect it is undead because it smells like undead.
It does kind of smell like undead. So go ahead and roll that. That's.
I got a 9.
Okay. Okay, it does not turn.
Well,
it is ineffective. You believe it is not actually undead now that you do it. Because even when you don't turn undead, you still kind of know that it's, like kind of working or whatever. You sense this thing's not actually undead. It eats flesh. It's like a cannibal, basically.
Well, that's still what I thought. So Samantha can attack.
Yeah.
Samantha's good at that. Now I have to do math. AC 3.
Oh, that definitely hits.
Okay, for 6 damage.
Nice. Okay. Very good. Okay, so either Bane or Tracy can also attack this one up front if you want. So,
I'm gonna say Bane was distracted, and that Tracy would have probably, because Bane still chewed on Kale.
Okay. Go Tracy.
Tracy rolled a 4.
Okay, so you swing over Samantha's head but miss. And then in the back ranks, Athanasius, you get attacked by something behind you, and you spin around and you see another one of these things behind you, looking very viciously at you. So, what would you like to do? I'm just going to have you go, because you're in the back. Athanasius.
Sorry about that. I'm gonna point my axe at it and
Okay.
grimace right in its face. And I rolled 18, so that's 19.
That definitely hits.
So I'm gonna come and try to smack him somewhere in this midsection, and there we go. It's going to be 4 damage.
Okay, it screams out in pain. And it's not very happy. So Isidore, who tried to turn undead, didn't work, but Grayson could also attack this one in the back if you'd like.
Okay. Let me think. Probably attack with the dagger because I feel like the short sword is going to be too much to hold.
Okay.
Just for flavor. Is that a D4 in the system or like
It's
96 -1? Okay. Yeah. D4 hits. Alrighty, let's see. Rolled a 6. So.
Okay, that does not hit. So you stumble forward with your broken ribs and the dagger, and you're unable to, as the cleric is shouting to the god of being friendly.
Jaja.
Jaja. Saying things about being friendly, at first at least. Okay, so that is the first round, right? Because they went and you went. So now, next round, Carlos, initiative. 1 on their side. So you guys are going first, unless you roll a 1.
That's 6.
Okay, so you guys go first. I'm just going to go left. I'll go right to left this time, just to keep it interesting. So, Grayson, would you like to attack this one again?
Yeah, why not? Let's try it. 18. No, 16. Sorry. So that's a ace. Just close the book.
It's only AC 8, so.
Okay, I think that hits. Yeah, hits AC 2.
Yeah.
Or AC 4, sorry. Yeah, 3 damage.
Nice.
The dagger, yep.
Very good. You stab into it. How about Isidore?
Isidore will hit AC 4 for 4 damage.
Okay, nice. Screams out in pain. Athanasius?
I'm going to come back, try to attack this one again. And that's going to be net 20. So I'm going to come back and try to get a good gash in his body somewhere. I got 8 damage. Oh, I'm sorry, 7. There's no bonus yet, just 7. 7 damage.
7, still enough. All right, so you cut this thing in half with your axe. It's a battle axe, right?
Yeah.
You cleave it. Okay, in the front, Liz.
Does AC 7 hit?
Yep.
All right. So Liz pulls her other shield off her back, and she'll go, "Guess what? I got another shield." And as it's distracted, she slices it across the face for 7 points of damage.
Okay, you can't do a shield and your.
Can I not?
But it doesn't really matter because you can that kills it. So yeah, you can't. Yeah, taking a shield is a whole action because that's like a major process. It's on your back.
Oh, okay.
But anyways, you can kill it and it's dead. All right, so you chop it down and it falls to the ground, dropping the leg that it was eating. And
Anyone want this leg? Grayson, you like human meat, right?
I don't like human meat.
Blood.
They're eating raw flesh. What kind of things are those?
Inhuman things. Trust me.
Draw a picture, cleric man.
I still don't have a pen.
Use the blood, priest.
Well, I still don't have a
I'm
pen
gonna
to dip in the blood.
Yeah.
See if we can find a finger. We can use a finger.
Yes, or a
Or
bone.
bone. Yeah.
Wait, these things have claws, right?
Yep.
All right, I break off one of its fingers and I dip its claw in its own blood and start drawing it.
Okay. All right, so you're drawing it.
I'd
you
like
see-
to. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
What?
Go ahead.
You'd like to what?
Oh, I would like to search the cave that this thing was originally in and see if around any of the bones or stuff, something I'm assuming would be there. See if there's any money or anything.
Oh, in the room that you just went into? With the door you open, rather?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, sure. Yeah, so you go into this room, and again, you got this, like, you can see in here, no problem, even with the torch, which I think now Samantha has. And you've got lots of blood on the ground. And you actually see there's a few, like, sacks piled up in the back that are soaked with blood and full of something. They're stuffed full of something. You do see a small, like, belt pouch on the ground. And also, you see a backpack. And everybody roll a d6. It's in the room.
5.
6.
Samantha got a 4.
Nice.
2 for Athanasius.
Ready? Right. According to the plan,
Okay. So there's a backpack. I'm sorry. I was trying to switch over to the paper I was writing things on. I didn't get there fast enough.
Okay, roll a d6 for me.
1.
Perfect. Okay. Yeah, there's a backpack. There's a bunch of sacks in the back, like large sacks that might hold like flour or something, although you can see that they're drenched with blood and they're stuffed with something, though you can't tell what's in it. And there's a belt pouch. But you also notice, you and I think just noticed that there's also a small kind of like a cave big enough that you could like crawl into. In other words, the cave goes deeper, but you'd have to get on your hands and knees to crawl through it.
Athanasius, check this out. Looks like someone could crawl through there.
Samantha runs over. I can crawl through there.
Yeah, actually, you probably walk through there,
I think there's something there.
or at the very least, yeah, you can do that. So if you were to walk up to it, it's like barely. You just have to crouch down a little bit. You can see that it extends for maybe like less than 10 feet, and then there's a hole in the ground, like so it looks like it goes down basically past that point.
Well, she has the torch, so she's gonna hold the torch over the hole.
Okay. You're looking down into a cavern, like an underground cavern, and there's actually a small stream running through it. It's a natural stone cavern, and actually, this entire cavern is lit kind of like the room you just came from. It has a lot of that moss letting off a glow, so it's like kind of like a spring, if you will. But it's a pretty big cavern. It's probably like
How far down is it?
it's about a 15-foot drop.
She's gonna crawl back out and say, "Okay, one of you guys had a grappling hook. Hold on to the hooky part and give me the rope, and I'm gonna be back."
Grayson will hand the grappling hook to Tracy, who will do that.
Yeah, you probably don't want Grayson holding onto it.
She is going to climb down into the place. She's not gonna go all the way to the ground. She's just climb down so she can see
Okay.
the hole inside.
Yeah, so you go down a bit, and you can see that. Yeah, it's definitely with the rope helps a lot, but there's kind of you're at the side of a wall, so you could probably if you needed to, you could probably get up without the rope. And yeah, it looks like it extends down. You're kind of at the northern end of the larger kind of chamber. The stream does come from the north wall below you, but it's very small at that point. So it's like coming through the wall. But this chamber, which is like maybe 15 feet tall by about 20 feet wide, extends off beyond the torchlight. Like it goes at least 40, 50, 60 feet out. You can hear the water echo.
She climbs up the rope just enough to stick her head out of the hole and say, "It's kind of big down here. I can go explore it, But if you guys want to come down here, there's room. If you can squeeze in through the hole.
Yeah, they could fit. They would just have to crawl.
I'll get down and make them try to squeeze through.
While all that was going on, Bane would have got Grayson and helped him hobbled over to see what's in that belt pouch and that backpack.
Cool. Yeah, the belt pouch has got 61 electrum pieces.
Cool.
And and it has 42 gold pieces.
It's quite a find, friend.
Yeah. It helped
This
heal
is
up them
gonna-
ribs.
I was gonna say, we found more in here than we did go into that damn fort. We didn't even have any weapons of mass destruction in it.
In the backpack is some fresh rations. There's a rope in there. There's also a dagger. And a set of thieves' tools.
Look at this, Grayson.
Do they look like?
I think you should take the dagger and those tools. We've got to keep you alive now, though.
Yeah, I agree. Do those these tools look like nice at all, or do they look like regular?
I mean, how much does Liz know about these tools?
I mean, yeah, I don't know. I just
No,
thought
they're-
maybe they might be well designed or something.
I mean,
They
not
look fancy.
yeah, they don't look like anything but normal thieves' tools to you.
Yeah, so I'll let him have those. It was a dagger, thieves' tools, and what else?
A
Rope and fresh rations.
fresh rations. So non-iron, the regular rations, 2 days worth. And they're fresh.
Isidore has finished drawing the rock guy and the thing that's blood he is using to draw with, and he's gonna go over and look at the bloody bag and like poke it with his boot and say, "What's in there?"
Yeah, it's a kind of squishy. It doesn't move though. I mean, it moves, but it doesn't like move after you stop picking it.
Liz will open it up and see what's in it.
There's a body in there, or parts of a body, basically chopped up, ripped apart, and it seems like there's a person for sure, and parts of a mule.
Oh, great. Does it look like if I dump out the person, does it look like it could be the guy we were looking for?
If you start dumping out the person,
It's like I'm dumping out the person. Like you just
if you start to dump out the person, Isidore immediately says, "Whoa, whoa, 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 whoa! That is disgusting. We should bury this."
Well, I want the sack.
Don't
No,
draw
you
that
do not.
picture.
You do not want that sack. That sack
Whatever.
will attract bears.
All right, fine. You can you can bury it. Whatever. I'm not gonna fight you over it.
I mean, do you really want a bag that is dripping with blood?
I mean, like you never know the kind of tales I could tell about that.
Isidore looks at a complete loss for words. He has no idea what to say to this.
wow.
He's a little bit like he's not pale, but you know he's a little palish, and he just goes like really pale.
Yeah, I mean, you could surmise that this thing or things, because there was two of them, obviously eat people and other things, and they were eating the one but the guy's leg, and they obviously were saving this for later. It all looks pretty fresh, though.
All right. Well, I mean, I guess we could go down that hole that the others seem interested in. Might find some more money.
I can fit.
Yeah, it'll be tough, but you can fit. And I mean, it's not that far of a drop. So for most of the humans, you could probably just like dangle and drop down, or you can use the rope. I mean, it's not a big deal.
Isidore's gonna close that door and see if he can't get it stuck again.
Okay, yeah, sure, sure.
I mean, you're a dwarf, so you should be able to fit really easily.
Yeah, if you like grab the door and pull it really hard with your weight and pull it back, it'll jam closed again. It'll be shut pretty hard. Yeah. Okay, so you're gonna go down into the tunnel. The water.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll head that way. Start running with everyone else.
As soon as Samantha notices that anyone is going to go down in the hole, she just drops in the hole and starts exploring.
Okay.
Is Isidore a dwarf?
No, Isidore is a human.
Okay, that's what I thought. I wanted to make sure.
Clerk. Nobody's a dwarf.
Nobody's a dwarf, Crystal. No dwarves.
Liz doesn't know that. She's never seen a dwarf, obviously.
Oh no.
If you start to move forward, so that starts to move forward as you see the guys. You guys see the light start to move down the hall a little bit, but you can see in here anyway. It's not that dark. And as you're moving forward, you actually see there's a very large stone kind of in the center of the it's maybe like 15 feet away from you, and you're walking towards it to kind of do a little exploration. And you see, roll a d6 to see if you.
I got a 5.
Okay, you're not surprised. You see a pretty large spider sitting on the stone. It's almost stone colored, so you almost don't notice it. And then you're like, oh, well, there's a spider sitting there.
Like large, like it's large compared to normal spiders, or it's like actually big.
It's about a foot, so it's big, but it's not a 6-foot spider like you just thought.
Isidore's not there. Samantha will back up and say, okay, well, somebody come kill the spider for me.
All right,
Not
so
me!
you said that down that hole. How far up does the tunnel go, and how wide is it?
It's about 20 or so foot wide by about 15 foot tall, and you're starting at the north end of it. Basically, there's a kind of like a wall where the water's coming through, and it extends beyond. Oh, I guess you can see pretty far because of the thumb. It extends at least 100 feet before it starts to turn to the east, west. I'm sorry, turns to the west.
It goes 100 foot south.
Yep. And then times. Okay.
All right. Well, Liz will pull out her sword and head up to that spider.
Okay. It doesn't seem to move. It's like camouflage there.
And then I will smack at it.
You're gonna attack the spider with your sword.
Wow, why? Against my better judgment.
Well, go ahead, roll attack.
I mean, how big is it? I mean, I'm thinking that this is a giant spider, right?
Yeah, it's a big spider.
Okay.
A big spider.
Okay. Fuck. Well, I don't hit it. I can tell you that.
All right, so you swing at the spider and smash into the rock next to it. It doesn't move.
Samantha's gonna throw a rock at it.
Okay. Roll, make a missile attack.
She misses. She hits. She hits Liz.
A lot of rock throwing though.
A rock pings off the back of my my armor, and I go, "Oh shit! They're throwing rocks at us."
So sorry, I was trying to hit the spider, and she'll throw another rock.
They're trying to shoot you in the back.
I'm just gonna kind of kick the spider with my foot.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, you kick the spider. It falls into the water. And it's just sitting there, upside down.
Samantha runs over, and she is going to, like, put the torch near it, and then very cautiously poke one of its legs.
You forward and you touch it, and it doesn't move.
Uh,
It's really cold.
does it feel like a spider?
It feels like a rock.
Okay, I put the torch like on it slightly on its torso, and I grab one of its legs, and I feel it to see what it's made out of.
It's made out of stone. It doesn't move.
Hey, Bane, someone made a spider statue and put it down here.
Yeah, I've been watching y'all play at that stone rock.
Samantha picks it up because now that it's not dangerous, it's kind of cool.
Okay. You now have a stone spider. 1 foot. Cool. All right. Well, the tunnel continues down to the south. You see, like spatterings of rocks and stuff as you go, and there's lots of this moss hanging down. But otherwise, at least from here, the tunnel itself doesn't seem very. You can't really see.
I have a question. Does any of this area look worked at all?
No. Well, it doesn't look worked per se in the fact that it's perfect, but it seems there's areas that are smoothed, almost like possibly this was full of water at one point. Might be your best guess.
Mm.
So like it looks like erosion, but it's not like perfectly squared off, but it definitely doesn't look completely rough.
But it doesn't look like anyone came down here and took a pickaxe to it or something.
That's correct. Does not look like that at all.
Samantha's gonna be nervous and say, "Hey Liz, why is there a random stone spider in this pit?"
Yeah, I'm trying to figure that out myself. Never seen anything like that before. We haven't ran into any creatures that could turn us to stone, so Liz probably has no idea that's even a possibility.
Well, Isidore might know something. He's pretty smart. Is there a way to roll to see if I know about things that turn things into
I have an
rocks?
18 intelligence, but I'm
You
a
probably,
brand new.
there's myths about things that turn things to stone. Sure, I wouldn't say that it exists in normal mythology. You probably never encountered such a thing.
Yeah. This is like, that would be all it would be with us. Would be just be a, adventurer's tale.
Yeah,
And
like you've probably heard.
I know I've spun an adventurer's tale or two. So.
Well, Isidore believes that these things are real because Isidore thinks that, in general, there's terrible, horrible things out there, and if somebody says there is one, there probably is.
I don't know. I think people
Seems
lie.
reasonable.
But
People lie a
Isidore's,
lot.
yeah, sure, they might lie that they've seen one, but there might still be that thing.
Could be. Well, if we find one, we'll kill it.
Sure.
Hey Daniel, how heavy is that spider? Is it something we can carry with us, or is it too heavy to carry in a backpack?
Yeah, no, you can carry it. It's a 1 foot stone spider. It's not light. It probably weighs maybe like 15 pounds, but it's definitely carryable.
Yeah, I'll put it in a backpack and take it with us then.
You're gonna have to pry it out of Samantha's hands.
Oh, I didn't know she was carrying it with us. Okay.
She has a fondness for it.
All right. So we'll move on up, I guess, to the corner where it turns west.
Cool. Would you like to be on the east or the west side of the water? Because it's in the middle of the thing. You can step over it. It's not that wide, but what side would you like to be on?
Well, Samantha wants to be furthest away from the turn as you can get, so she can sneak around the turn. Even though she's got a torch, she still wants to, creep so that if anything's gonna jump out, she'll be further away so she can run away.
So east.
Because she's scared.
Yeah. Well, east will allow you to see better down the turn. West would allow you to be closer to the wall so you could sneak better. Right.
But she's not gonna try and sneak. She's just gonna creep forward slowly.
Yep, that's fine. So east. All right, cool. Yeah, so you're walking to the east. Go ahead, everybody roll a d6.
I want to be clear. Who all is down here? Because Isidore would probably not let the guy with broken ribs come down here, and he'd probably stay up there with him.
Oh, okay. Did you want to stay upstairs? Broken rib man?
Yeah, so I think that's probably the best bet. I don't know.
That's probably
I don't think a guy with broken ribs is going to be crawling anywhere.
No, definitely not.
or he only
Crushed ribs. Worse than broken.
I got a 6 there.
Before we continue, when you said that it turns to the west, is that the west from the heading from the south, or the west like as if we were looking at it from the north? Because you said we're walking south.
West is west.
So
You're walking to the south. West is west.
okay, yeah. I'm sorry. Like in my head, it was like that whole left-right thing.
Yeah, no deal. Yeah. You're walking to the south from the north. The path goes to the west, which would be your.
Okay, got it.
I was acting left right because I wanted to know side of the water you want to be on. Okay, so Isidore and Grayson are staying up in the room with the cannibal creatures, the dead cannibal creatures, and everybody else is down here. Is that true?
Yes.
I think so.
Okay. So I'm just going, they're literally on the same, they're in line number 3, so I'm just going to remove that line from the marching order. So it's, right now it's Liz, Samantha, Bane, Tracy, and then Athanasius in the back still. That's okay? Cool. But now everybody roll me a d6.
You want me to roll for Tracy?
Everybody who's down there. Yep, so Tracy.
6.
Had a 2.
5.
6.
Okay. So you guys are walking down on the east side of the water, and you actually on the east wall. You didn't really notice it because the way it's set in. You actually almost walk past it because you're walking. All of a sudden, like the wall cuts in, and you see there's a very narrow staircase going up. It's going up to the east.
Staircase. Maybe there's a spider cult, and they like spiders.
Good a theory as any.
Yeah, and actually you can see although none of the moss is up there, but you have a torch still. So the stairs only go up like like one flight.
A cat jumps on
And
us.
there's a cat down here. Yeah.
Hold on.
Bandit's apparently going on between the virtual freshman and his unlikely alluring companion.
So if you want to attack you guys, but not this time. So you can see at the top of the stairs. There's a
sexual tension.
there's what looks to be like a entrance to a cavern, but blocking it is a large black stone, and the stone is completely smooth. It does look like probably with a couple of strong people you might be able to move it, but it's like it's not really a doorway as much as it's just like in the hole.
Now that it's her new favorite hobby, Samantha's gonna throw a rock at it.
Okay, yeah, you can't miss that. So you throw a rock at it, it did bounce off. Ting ting.
She looks at the group and she says, "Don't worry, I don't think the rock is alive. It's just very smooth."
It's very smooth, almost like it was underwater or something. But it's in a weird spot to have that been the case.
Okay, smash.
We want to
He
smash.
looks towards Samantha. That's what he calls. That's what his name for Samantha is now. Smash.
That's not what. Why?
You like smashing things with that big hammer.
She looks at her warhammer. She's like, "Well, not really."
Maybe we can move this rock, huh? So you can keep going.
Sure, she'll move over to. She'll put her hands on the rock. Well, a hand. She's holding a torch. She'll set the torch down gently so it won't get wet.
Yeah, you can like jam it in the ground or something. It'll be fun. Not there though. You have to do it down in the tunnel, but it'll light you up enough. Okay, so you're gonna get up there. It's not a super wide thing. Probably two people could get up there and try to move this rock.
Yeah, I guess me and Leah, since we're probably the strongest two, I think.
Yeah, so roll a d6.
I mean, Samantha got up there. She's gonna push. We'll push together.
I had a 3.
Okay. You cannot move it. And it seems odd that you can't move it because you really feel like you should be able to move it. It's almost like it's stuck.
Come on, Smash. See what you can do.
I got a total of a 16 to push it.
There was concern
Wow.
because of the smearing
You
initially.
definitely don't push it
If
with a
there was
16.
some sort of call involved.
You're supposed to roll a d6.
D6 rolling yours, and you are low.
Oh, I thought I was supposed to roll.
No.
Okay, I got confused.
No, it's okay. It's an
Okay, I rolled a 1,
That's actually very good,
I rolled a 6.
and I have a open doors of 1.
which is perfect. So theoretically, it would open, but it doesn't. It seems really, really stuck.
I hit it with my warhammer.
Okay, roll damage.
4.
Okay, you take a chunk out of it.
Keep smashing it.
How big of a chunk?
Not a very big chunk. You think it would probably take you about 20 of those kind of hits to be able to make a big enough hole to walk through or crawl through.
She's like, well, help me. And then she'll hit it again.
I don't have a hammer.
Yeah, she doesn't have a second hammer. She'll give it to him, so you hit it.
Yeah, if the hammer's to where Bane can use it, yeah, he would smash it too. Then
Yeah, he'll give him the hammer, and she'll go get the torch back.
Okay, yeah, it takes you a little bit, but you're able to eventually break through. If you stick with it.
is this big enough for you to crawl through? Smash.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I mean, there'll be a hole small enough for you to go through first, but if you do it, long enough, it'll be big enough for even a person to go through.
I'll stick the torch through and poke my head through before I actually go through.
Okay, that's probably a smart thing to do. All right, so you can see. So this cave is completely smooth, like the rock inside. It's about 15 foot. It's flat on the ground, but the rest of it's almost like a domed space inside. And unlike the rest of the place, this that you've seen so far, this ground in here is dirt as opposed to being stone. So it's like this dirt on the ground. And as you kind of point the torch in there, you think you see that the earth is like rippling and moving.
I throw a rock at it.
Okay. Perfect. All right. So you throw a rock on the ground at the dirt, basically, and up from the dirt itself forms into let's say a creature is the best way to describe it. It's roughly the size of a dwarf, interestingly enough, but it has a kind of a monstrous face and spikes coming out of its head and then down its back. It looks like it's made out of dirt, obviously. And as it's pulling itself together, you see on the ground underneath where the dirt's leaving is stone, smooth stone. And actually, you see a bunch. I mean, you don't have time to count them all because this is probably like one of those moments like there's a monster forming in front of you. You see a bunch of what looks like rubies. So it's going to take it around to do anything, so you guys can react to it before whatever it does, whatever it's going to do.
She crawls backwards and says, "There's a dirt guy. There was a bunch of dirt, and it turned into a guy, and there's also money in there."
Well, I guess we can wash the dirt out and take the money.
No, there's a dirt. Okay, and she takes a step back and takes her warhammer away from him. Waits for the dwarf that is about her size to crawl through and kill them.
Yes. Okay. So you actually this is interesting. Okay. So the Sandman?
Yeah.
Okay. A giant fist comes out of the hole and attacks one of you guys. I guess it's there's just the two of you are standing up there, right?
I think it's just us two, I believe.
For the whole party to be standing up there. So we'll say Odd, Samantha, even Bane. A 2. So it attacks Bane. So you're trying to figure out what's going on, Bane. This giant dirt hand comes out and swings at you. Well, kind of just punches straight out. And goes right past you.
Where's my water skin?
It's reaching around like this.
I hit it with my hammer.
Okay. Do it.
Yeah, Bane's he had his hand axe with him, so that's what.
Okay. You can attack it. Sure, go for it.
I will roll to attack it then. Ooh, I rolled really well. That's 0 for 3 damage.
Oh wow, nice. Okay, yeah, you smash it, and it actually starts to pieces start to crumble off it, but it's still moving around. Bing, you can go.
Wow, this is going to be weird. Alro had a 19, which is armor class 0, and 3 damage also. The exact same roll he had.
Nice.
So you guys
Wow.
hit this thing, and it just blows into, not like in a way that damages you, just blows into a cloud of dust and nothing. It's gone.
I told you.
I wait.
Okay.
I wait a good 10 seconds.
Nothing seems to happen. As far as the dust, it's just on the ground.
I assume I can just stick the torch through so I can see inside the room.
Yeah, it's not very deep. Like you were just basically having to crawl up a little bit. Yeah, the room has dust all over the ground, but nothing's rippling or anything anymore. And you can still see the gems because they're now only partially buried.
Okay, I push the torch all the way in, and I tell Bane, I will be right back. And I go inside, and I look at all the... Go ahead.
Is this hole big enough that Bane can crawl up to so he can keep a visual on her?
Yeah, you could probably. It would be hard for you to fit through it at this point because I think you went through as soon as the halfling could fit, but you definitely can see. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean he's going to be prepared enough that if he has to try to work his way through to help her out in case something happens. So.
Okay. Yeah. So you go up to the hole. So Samantha goes into this room, and you're leaving dusty footprints around. But yeah, what did you want to do inside?
Well, she's going to very cautiously move over, and she's going to nudge some of the rubies.
Yeah, if you kick one with your foot or whatever, and it kind of just rolls like a regular, and you hear it make the sound like a stone would make it. Click, click, click. You know.
Okay. She starts to put them in her backpack. She takes her backpack off, puts it on the ground, and starts putting the rubies inside of it.
Okay. Yeah, you're able to collect them. It doesn't take very long. There's a total of 16.
Okay. And how big is that room?
It's about a 15-foot circle.
She checks out to see if she sees anything else in the room besides dust and rubies.
No, not really. That's pretty much it.
She picks up the torch, she pushes it back through the hole, and she pushes her backpack through the hole, and then she crawls through the hole.
Cool.
And then she picks up her backpack and torch.
Awesome. Yeah, so you and Bane are still up there. So while you guys were doing that, since everybody else was hanging out down the bottom for 10 minutes while you guys were cutting a hole, everybody that was down there can roll a d6. So not Bane or Samantha, but everybody else.
Okay. 5 for Tracy.
Athanasius got a 6.
Okay. How about Liz?
I got a 1.
Okay, so you notice, Liz notices that on the other side of the water, kind of it's going back the other way, so you wouldn't have necessarily seen it because you were heading past it. So on the west side, there seems to be another set of stairs. It's just a little bit further north than this.
There's another set of stairs over there on the other side of the water.
Samantha's gonna walk up to Liz and say, do you hold on to all the money or what?
Yeah, I'll just. I mean, we can all we keep account of what it is. So just hold on to those rubies and we'll remember them.
All right, she says. I have 16 rubies in my backpack. And
Awesome.
then she'll go walk towards the stairs with her torch.
Were you spying on us? How did you know it were rubies?
I heard you in the tunnel. Your voice echoes.
Yeah, I made sure, I could count pretty good, so I counted them. Yeah, there were 26 of them, I think.
What? That's not even close.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well.
Okay.
No, it's the teens that come first, and then the 20s, Bane.
Oh, 16. Yeah, 16. That's right.
Well,
Oh, yeah.
well, Bane, I have some good news for you. There's some more stairs on the other side of the water, just over there.
There may be more rubies then. Let's go.
Samantha's going. She is feeling audacious now.
Yeah, so Samantha goes across, and these stairs actually are going down. So, you can quickly, you have the torch. You can go down the short set of stairs, and you're in another one of these kind of circular rooms at about 15 feet. This one, though, is not smooth. This one's rough earth.
Okay. She's going to call people to come closer to her, and then she's going to throw a rock at it.
At the room?
Yeah.
Okay. So you throw a rock into the room. You do see on the ground 8 more of these rubies. The only unusual thing about this room that you see immediately as you're kind of looking around is on one wall, there is a very dark area that's in the shape of a person.
I throw a rock at that.
Oh, okay. Very good. So you throw a rock at it, and when you do, a person steps out of the wall.
And instantly kills you for insulting them.
He steps out and he says, well, thank God. Thank the gods I've been trapped by that vile creature. In the stone, you rescued me.
What vile creature?
The creature. The creature is made of earth.
You mean the sand creature?
Yes, the sand creature.
Okay, stand still. I'm going to throw a rock at you to see if you're a real person.
Okay.
He throws a rock at him, but gently, not like to hurt him.
He crosses his, it bounces off him.
I say, okay, well, come on over here. What's your name? Who are you?
I am Norek. Your manner of dress is very unusual.
I'm from far away.
Oh.
But the first question in any situation where someone was trapped in a wall is, what year do you think it is?
It is the year 3043.
Okay, and what year is it really?
It's the year that you think it is 4,000 some odd. Like he's off by about 1,000 years.
I inform him that he's off by 1,000 years.
He looks shocked.
I tell him not to worry, that I'll be his friend, and he's not all alone.
Wow, thank you, little one. But I'm not all alone. Everybody roll d6 to see if you're surprised.
4.
3.
3.
4.
You're all surprised. From the ceiling drops. Tony's gonna love this.
Spiders.
7. Stone spiders.
Oh my god.
These ones are moving. And they're gonna drop down and attack you guys.
Are they bigger than the like the one that
Nope, they look just like that one.
Oh, is it just like it? Okay.
Yeah, size wise. I mean, you're not studying them, but yeah, they're roughly the same size. Okay, so there's 7 of them, and there's how many of you? 5? Yeah, it's 5 of you. Okay, so 1 each, and then I'll figure out who the other 2 attack. All right, so Liz.
The second the spiders show up, she'll say, don't worry, we'll protect you from the spiders.
Okay. Nice, yeah. I like that. Okay, 16. The spider is a 2 hit dice. That doesn't hit you because you're on class 0. Let's see, Samantha. 4, your spider misses as well. Bane, 2, your spider misses. Ooh, 20 on Tracy though. Your spider definitely hits. Okay, look at that later. For 2 points of damage.
2, Tracy?
Yep.
And that'll bring it to 0 because she has 2 hit points right now.
All right, roll a d6.
Let's see what happens to Tracy. A 4.
Okay, I think that one's stunned. Let's quickly check. 4. Knocked down. Oh, roll under your dex or else you drop what's in your hands. Otherwise, you just fall on your butt.
Wait, sorry, say that again.
Roll a d20 under your dex, or else you drop what's in your hands.
Oh, nice. I got a 9 under 10. Wow.
Okay, perfect. So you hold on to your weapons, but you fall on your butt. So you won't be able to move this round. It's safe to get out.
Okay.
I'm getting my back for a second. That's better than dying, right? Okay, cool. That Athanasius, 14 against you. That hits. Armcross Force, that misses you. Okay, 2 random spiders. Who do they attack? The first one is. Nope, there's only 5 of you, so I can. Okay, so Athanasius again, and the second random spider will be. Actually, so 3 spiders attack Athanasius. Oof. All right, one hits you with a 20. It's payback for the bunny, is what it is right now. The 3 spiders are attacking you. You're probably feeling it. 4 points of damage to Athanasius.
You scared him so bad he left.
Oh, he gone? Did he disappear after I attacked him? Yeah, where'd he go? Did he just leave? All right.
I guess his internet dropped or something.
Yeah, I'll keep track of it.
Now he's coming back.
Yeah. I scared him with the spiders. Sorry, Carlos.
What did they do?
4 points of damage.
Oh, wow.
Does that kill you?
No.
Okay, good. Awesome. All right. So that was surprise. So now it's the first round of combat. Let's I don't think Tony's rolled initiative yet, right? So Tony.
Okay. I got a 3.
Okay, simultaneous.
Sir, who stops the young couple?
So they're basically on top of you. So everybody's got 1 spider on them except for Athanasius, who has 3. Does anybody want to move? You don't need to move to attack, but you can move if you want.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I was gonna have her back off, but no.
I have a question. I have a question about the time traveling guy, or whatever he is. Is what did his expression when he said, "Oh, I'm not alone"? Did his facial expression change somehow when the spiders drop down, or?
Oh yeah, he went like this. But I'm not alone.
Would we have to move to attack him then, or?
Yeah, you would, but you could definitely reach him though. He's not that far ahead of you.
Oh yeah, well, it's seeing him say that and knowing that he's brought this on us. Bane's going to be rage and charge him.
Okay, you can do it.
For movement.
Yeah, and that'll be fine because you're going to stay in the melee, so you're not going to get any negative. I mean, you're like a few feet away from him. Anybody else want to move? Nope. Okay. Missiles, I'm guessing now, but nope. All right. So let's just go melee. I'll go left to right.
I'm sorry. I was going to shoot the crossbow.
Oh, okay. Go ahead. It's it might be hard for you to shoot any of the ones that are on you, though. That could be impossible unless you move first.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Somebody else's spider, though. But if you want to shoot one that's on you,
no.
Bash it with the crossbow if you want. Since that's what's in your hands. But that'll just do a D4 if you want to do it that way. It's up to you.
I'm not going to do that.
Okay. So what do you want to do then?
Well, I had my axe out. So,
oh, your axe. Okay, so you're going to do melee attack. Okay, that's fine. Let me just go right to left, though, to make it easier.
Okay.
Tracy.
All right, let's go for it. AC 5.
That hits.
6 damage.
That kills it.
Very good.
It smashes, and actually on the ground falls a small ruby.
Tracy will swipe it up.
I like that you're like, I'll take that. Okay, Bane, you move forward to attack the dude.
Yeah, I'm just going to straight charge into him with have my hand axe out and try to hit him. I hope.
Okay.
18 on the die, so that'll hit armor class 0 again.
Oh, totally. Yeah.
And almost max damage 6 with the hand axe.
Wow. Nice. Okay. Yeah. You cut into him. At that, he looks a little bit freaked out, and you actually see that instead of like bleeding, like it makes a black gash on him, and then his skin just starts to go black. Okay. Liz.
Yeah, I'm attacking one of these spiders, and I'll hit armor class 7.
That hits.
4 damage.
That destroys one.
Nice.
And now Athanasius.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna grab my battle axe with the other hand and try to kind of. Yeah, I'm gonna totally fumble this, but I rolled a 4.
Yeah, that doesn't. Okay. Samantha.
Samantha hits AC 3 for 3 damage.
Hits. Doesn't quite kill it though. Okay. Their turn. Let's see. I'm the one's going to attack Samantha. Rolls 1. It misses. The one is going to attack Athanasius. Ooh, 17. That's probably going to hit you. That hits armor class 2, so you get hit. So 1 point to Athanasius.
Okay.
One is going to attack Liz with a 10 on the die. That misses. One's going to attack Bane. One of the ones charges towards you, Bane. That was on Athanasius. 13 misses. And finally on Lucy misses. So all the spiders miss this round. So next round, combat. Roll initiative.
All right. I had a 4.
Okay, they got a 6. The guy that you hit, he's getting blacker and blacker. He actually he steps back to the wall, which I think he can do without as a because he only had to go 10 feet, so he can do it as a fighting retreat. He just walks back into the wall.
Also, he disappears into the wall.
Yep.
Wow. Okay.
And he's laughing. Oh, I guess. The spiders are going to attack still. They're still here.
Samantha's gonna call out, "No, you're supposed to hit the spiders, not that poor guy."
Actually. Okay, perfect. So, all right, spiders are going to attack. First one on Samantha. 19 on the die. That's going to hit you. 4 points of damage.
Oh no, that hurts.
Okay. Next is going to attack Athanasius. 12 is going to miss you. Next is going to attack Liz. 2 misses. Bane. 19, that's going to hit you, I think.
Yeah, that'll hit probably.
Okay, yeah, it's on plus 0. 4 points.
Okay.
Okay. And finally, Tracy. Miss. Okay, so currently there's 1 spider on each of you. So there's 5 spiders down here, one of which is hurt by Samantha. The one on Samantha's hurt. Okay. And let's go left, right this time. So Samantha?
This round is AC 1 for 5.
You destroy it. Athanasius? Oh, in a gem falls out. Athanasius?
Ooh, that's gonna miss.
Yeah, okay.
4.
You're only AC 8, so this shouldn't be that hard to hit, but if you roll very low, I guess you miss. Let's see. Liz.
She'll again hit AC 7 for 4 damage.
Nice. Destroyed. Bane. A gem falls out.
Yeah, Bane is definitely pissed off. Now this guy disappeared on him, and he wanted to take out. And the spider bites him. He just turns towards it with his hand axe and swings at it. And he will miss with a 5 on the die.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you swing at this thing. It's pretty small. It's biting at your toe, probably. Tracy.
All right, let's see what Tracy can do. Oh no, definitely not. 5.
All right. There's only 3 of these guys left. Let me just see. That's the end of that round. Let's roll initiative.
5.
5. So simultaneous. Let me roll their morale. Nope, they're fighting on. Okay, so it's simultaneous, but you guys can just go first, and if they die, they'll still just get their attack. So again, start at this side, Tracy.
Oh, sorry, it's meter. There we go. Let's see. AC 5.
Hits.
3 damage.
Okay, it's still up, but barely. Bane.
Yeah, he swings again with that hand axe, and oh my gosh, another bad roll, miss.
Yeah. Okay. Liz.
This time I hit armor class 3 for 4 damage.
Nice. Okay, since you didn't say, I'll roll randomly see which one you attacked. You actually attacked the one on Tracy, so you destroy that one. Okay. Athanasius.
Did a gem fall out?
Me?
No, from the one on Liz that she just killed?
Yes. I'm sorry, Gem fell out. Yep.
Okay, because I was just keeping head count of it.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, one has fallen out of each one of these spiders so far.
See, that'll hit armor class 4. That's 6 damage.
Boom, you destroy it. There's one left. Samantha.
I hit armor class 9 for 3 damage.
Okay, so that did not hit because they're on
Okay.
classes 8. Okay, so there's one left, and it gets to go. Actually, those 2 still get to go because it was simultaneous initiative. So let's see. One is going after. That was on Tracy, so it's going to go after you. Misses. This one's going to go after Liz. Misses, and finally after Samantha. Misses. Okay, so there's one left. Let's roll initiative again.
2.
1.
Ah,
All right, so Samantha, one left.
AC 2 for 7 damage.
Dead. Psh, you smash it. Okay, so all 7 of these spiders have crashed, and small gems have fallen out. Small rubies. Plus, there was originally, just so there's a track of it, there was originally 8 larger ones in the room that matched the ones in the other room. 24 big ones and 7 small ones. That's what you should have. Okay, sorry. All right, so yeah, the dark spot's still there on the wall, but now it's here.
Samantha's gonna not hard, but smack Bane and be like, "You hit the guy back into the wall. I rescued him.
that's
What have you done?"
that's how tough I am. I knocked him back in the wall.
Well, now he's trapped in there again. We have to get him out. And Samantha's gonna go over there and smack the wall with her hammer.
Can I try to grapple her using your grappling deal and stop her?
Yeah, you can.
Ah,
You got to roll initiative against each other, so you both roll a d6.
Okay.
5.
Well, I only got a 4.
Okay, so now you roll 1d6 per hit die, so that's 1 each of you. But Tony will be able to roll 2 because he won initiative.
I got a
Total was
6.
4.
Yes, and
I
I
got a
got
3 and a 1. So
I got a 6.
Okay, yeah, so you actually throw Bane back. It's probably more like you dodge out of the way and he collapses on the ground. He's actually stunned for 2 rounds.
wow.
All right, I smack the wall as hard as I can with my warhammer. I'm gonna break the wall open and get him out.
All right, so you hit the wall, you hit the shadow area.
The shadow area.
Okay, so when you do, he actually, you hear his voice, and he says, "You've got your treasure. Leave me in peace."
Well, I hit the wall, anyways.
Okay.
If he does that afterwards, I'll be like, "Wait, aren't you trapped in the wall?"
No, I mean he does it after you hit the walls when he says it. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
Wait. Aren't you?
Yeah, he says, "This is my home. Leave now if you want to live."
Oh, sorry.
Don't steal my pets.
What?
Don't steal my pet.
The stone spider?
That's right.
You want me to leave him in here?
Yes.
Can I leave? Can I get you something else? Because it's really cool and I want it.
Your left pinky finger.
Oh,
Wait. The whole thing?
No, just the tip.
No, I'm just gonna take both. If you're actually a bad guy, it's okay.
Okay, so you're gonna steal it. Okay, you can do that. So yeah, what do you want to do?
Pick up the rubies.
Okay.
Bane gets up off the floor and he looks and he goes, "Now do you see why I call you Smash?"
Yes, I get it now because I hit things with my hammer more often than I realized.
I kind of like you.
Oh, that's sweet.
All right.
Well, not in that way. You don't have
either,
silver hair, but you'll be okay.
To either make out or let's keep going. We still have a whole nother tunnel to explore.
Yeah, Samantha will gesture for them to go.
Okay. Yeah. So you if you were to continue down the tunnel, it goes down and goes to like I said to the west. It travels on for a while with no other offshoots or anything like that. You're just following the water, and after maybe like a mile or so, you start to see a little bit further. You see light, and if you were to follow it to the end, you see that it actually comes out and it's like a small waterfall, and you're kind of at the top of it, and you're looking down like a pond.
Before Samantha actually leaves, once everyone else is gone, she's gonna put the spider down in the center of the room and wave and leave.
Oh, she leaves. Okay. Yeah, he doesn't say anything. He's feeling a little defeated, I think, at this point. So yeah, you are at this waterfall, and you kind of look out, and you can probably get your bearings. You kind of figure where you are. Somehow you since you don't have a dwarf in the party, you didn't really probably realize it, but you were kind of going up a little bit and then down. And you kind of moved around, so you're actually like somewhat like when you were first going through the thing, you must have like when you were going up the path, you must have went up the hill a little bit. You came back down now, and you're actually looking across at the road, but you're about a mile further north. I mean, you'll have to climb down to get to it, but it's you can see the main road again.
And we left the cleric and Ribless in the other room.
Do that actually. Yeah, it would probably be you could either go back the way you came. I mean, if you want to risk going back by that guy again, or you could get on the road and walk around and find the other way. That's up to you how you want to.
Well, you want me to go back and get those two and come back, or what? What do you think, Red?
Let's just head on the road and get them. We can get that card on the way back as well. I don't want to have to. Well, then again, if we take on more of those stone spiders, we'll get more rubies out of them.
Yeah, they may get more out of us too. But whatever you say.
True. That's true. No, let's just do the smart thing. We've done enough adventuring for one day. Let's just grab the members. We can lay our thief friend up on the cart and carry him back to town.
Yeah, he's gonna have to rest.
Better not hit any bumps.
Yeah, I mean, it'll be a little bit of work because it's a big cart that's meant to be pulled by a mule. But you can, with a couple people on each side, you can pull it for no problem. So it'll probably take you a while.
Yeah, I guess we'll load up all those crates of veggies and salt and fruit and stuff too, of course.
Yeah, mysteriously the salt is gone.
That's weird.
Yeah. So
it's been a salt-eating monster.
All right, so you're able to do that. That's not really a big deal. You get the cart. You get your wounded comrades back to the cart. You're going back now. You're heading back to town. Alexander, roll a d6 for me. This is how we started it. This is how we have to end it.
Ah,
You encounter anything on the way home?
2.
And you do not. You get back to town pretty late because you're dragging this cart with you, but the road's pretty empty. And as you're kind of getting back into town, it's just starting to rain. As you kind of pull back into town with this cart full of goods. And the tavern itself is probably already like kind of closed down in a sense. You know, like they're already starting to pack it up for bed. So when you arrive, they're happy to see you and to get the food and all the stuff back, and you're able to. You want
This is gonna. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
We get our portion, right? Our large portion.
Yeah, so you won't have any expenses for this time. Like there won't be any expenses taken out. It'll be covered by the tavern.
Awesome. And Liz says that if they don't need that cart, she wants to keep it for her horse.
Yeah, the cart belongs to Amos and his family, I guess. If you want to.
well, we can give his family some money for it, Liz.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. We'll do that. We'll visit his family in a few days.
Okay,
We need to take time. We'll take some time to rest up in town.
Fantastic. Yeah, you can keep the cart and whatever. We'll figure out how much you want to give them for the cart. And yeah, that's about it. You got these rubies, which are pretty valuable. And anything else you guys want to do before we close this session?
Tracy would quietly slip Grayson the ruby that she found in that dead body while no one's looking.
I mean, we all know about it.
Maybe so.
That dead body. Oh yeah, that's right. I'm like, hold on, which dead body? That's actually a different kind of ruby. You also it seems different. But yes, very good. I forgot about that one.
Just to give him something to hold on to and feel special until they get to town, and he would of course give it to the group, I think.
Okay. So what's that one? An extra large red ruby?
No, it's just a little bit different. These aren't actually rubies. They're something else.
They're beautiful.
Okay, I'm gonna call it a special ruby.
Well, that's actually a regular ruby, and the rest of them are actually special rubies.
Athanasius, you better go.
This one, the special ruby, because I don't know.
Athanasius, you better go check on Singing Girl.
I better grab one for Cece.
I'll let you have a small one for her.
He got one. He already got one from the small one.
Ah.
Yeah, I don't know how you guys are doing that, but I'll list it all, and you can figure out how you sorted it out in the event and experience points, and you're good to go. Yeah, everybody made back to town. All right, party members. Well done.
With 1 HP.
With 1 HP.
Yeah.
And lots of broken bones.
Crushed ribs.
Yeah, you got some crushed ribs.
I didn't get to do much hitting this time, but I also didn't get hit at all, so
Happens, right? I feel like the halfling smashed mostly everything. So well done.
Yeah, Isidore did not hit very much, but he didn't
I'm
get
sorry,
hit.
I did. I did get hit one time.
Isidore got hit one time, and he hit one time, and Samantha missed like twice, but she's down to 1 health.
Yeah. Cool. All right, guys. So I will stop the broadcast, and we'll figure out the rest of it, and we'll see everybody next time.